You're not my mother. My mother doesn't have
buttons? Do you like them? I'm your other mother, silly. Now go tell your other father that supper's ready. Well, go on. He's in his study.
Hello?
Hello, Coraline. Want to hear my new song?
Baby, show me. Don't forget. I think it's someone stuff yesterday, Mom. Not my show me. Don't forget Michigan.
Caroline.
Coraline.
What?
You didn't lock it. Show me. Don't forget.
Call me Mr. Oompa Oompa.
Not my incredible. Don't forget.
Wild. Michigan. Wild. Michigan. Demise. Wild.
Good night.
Michigan.
Baby, show me. Don't forget. I think it's someone stuff yesterday, Mom. Not my show me. Don't forget Michigan.
Caroline.
Coraline.
What?
You didn't lock it. Show me. Don't forget.
Call me Mr. Oompa Oompa.
Not my incredible. Don't forget.
Fuzz Pop.
Jumping out my home and doodle doodle. Jumping out my home and demise.
Hey, you!
They call you Padasti. Jumping out my home and you couldn't find it. Don't just jumping out my home and demise. They call you Padasti.
You're just in time for supper, dear. Oh, now did you go back? No! Just in time for supper, dear. Like you knew it.
She's got a thing like any high-coming dream come true. You're doing not like any.
Mother said you'd like.
After all, she's got a she only made she knew him. Or maybe she's got a thing not like any high-coming dream.
Yeah,
No, you're doing not like any.
I bet he's hungry.
Mother,
After all, she's got a thing. She only made. I'm just a big fat. I'm not the other thing. She knew him. Or maybe.
hop on, kiddo. I want to show you something.
Michigan. Who made you show me? Don't forget it. I think it's I want stuff yesterday, Mom. Not by show me. Don't forget it. Michigan.
Caroline.
Coraline. What? You didn't love me. Show me. Don't forget it.
Call me Mr. Oompa Oompa.
Caroline. Making up.
I love.
Wild Michigan. Johnny Wild. Michigan, the one that you
Demise.
wild.
Good night. Please. Who made you show me? Don't forget it. I think it's buttons in my eyes. Yesterday, Mom. That's nonsense. You can't forget it. Michigan.
Caroline.
Coraline. Yeah. You didn't love me. Show me. Don't forget. I really am.
Mr. Oompa Oompa. Doo-doo-doo. But I see.
Don't forget.
Touch pop.
Show me. Well, not by Michigan. Coraline.
Then you won't need the
Doo-doo-doo. But I
I
see.
give you bowls of porridge and I give
Who made you show me? Well, not by Michigan. Coraline. My other mother. Then.
10 times. I give you bowls of porridge and I give
No.
Jiggle no more. You
Grandma's sister was
I love. Jiggle no more.
I'm just a big fat kitchen. I'm the thing.
Father and I will
Jiggle no more.
Grandma's sister was
I love. Jiggle no more. You get me some of that.
really busy.
Jiggle no more. I love. Jiggle no more.
I'm just a big fat kitchen. She's a thing.
Your father and I will
Jiggle no more. I love. Jiggle no more. You get me some of that.
She's a thing.
We eating pasta and yogurt. It tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it.
Alright, let's start it there.
Yeah. We've been to Korea's before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Playing hero Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? Hey, we got ups, but I wouldn't say we beat. How the saying go, it's a two-way street. Get me on the pipe and you know they had a tweak. And I'm just trying to lay my name, you get what I'm speaking. We entertain the masses and anywhere the weekend. There's some asshole think that he can press the lead and put the whole squad down, get out within the weekend. But we stars, boys, so continue, go and see. We've been to Korea's before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Play hero Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? Talk big game till you learn it ain't one. Got your nails on this track's another freight ton. Now the single dub, so you gotta make one. Gee, yeah, domino, trying to cook some great stuff.
You can keep ducking, this be the season for hunting. We down and new in our treasures while casually pressing your buttons. You keep pretending and nothing, but we can tell you be button. Try threatening us with a poker, but your face looking all nothing. We calling out all the bluffs and we telling you what is nothing. We saying enough's enough, but you trying to keep acting tough. If you really think that you run, let me tell you, you ain't the one. Cause the song will be nothing speakers and the whole team finna pump it, y'all.
We've been to Korea's before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Played hero Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? We eating pasta and yogurt. It tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it good. Yeah.
just, oh, it's just very waking up into my
I love the wiggly in the cloud. I do too. She's just kind of floating along. Just kind of floating along, chilling in a cloud. You're not going to question whether or not she actually knows that there's like a text message in the sky of yippies. You just acknowledge that she's just chilling. I don't know, Chad, what would you do if like you looked up into the sky and you saw a big dancing octopus wiggly hybrid thing? I'm not quite sure what I would do. Goodness. She's happy to dance. She is. You know, I agree that we do need some more yippies on this screen. Give me one moment. I'm gonna add me one or two.
Well, I'm told it means going along, listening to all the things you can't hear, and not
There we go.
bothering.
Okay, we're gonna put her in that cloud right there. Oh gosh, but now she's behind the text. There we go. I like Monster Hunter's new octopuses. I do too. They're pretty decent. How's it going? It's going. Excuse me. Today is Friday. You know what's funny is I keep thinking it's Saturday. I keep thinking today it's Saturday. And it's not. It's Friday. It's because I'm used to today being like a Saturday. But it is not. Yay! That means I get another day tomorrow before fucking Sunday. That also means that tomorrow is work day. But you know what? We will make do, chat. We will make do. How are you guys doing today? Ah, goodness. I have been, got another jester, excuse me. Nice model. Thank you. I appreciate that. Model will not be replacing the old one. This will be done in tandem. Videos will still be done with the old model because it's a little bit more official. This one is mostly for streaming, maybe some collabs once I get the hair tied back. And other various things. It's going to be Saturday tomorrow. It will be, yes. So chat tonight is still technically a test. I don't want to have to say that, but it still technically is a test. Okay. Got my rig design. Congrats. But I have finally, after 2 weeks, 4 technicians, 2 supervisors, and a whole lot of messaging spectrum, figured out what the issue is. The answer is so underwhelming, was so underwhelming to me that I just like, I couldn't be upset anymore. But if you want the short answer, and I will go in depth after, once we get to it. But if you want the short answer, the internet is quote unquote fixed right now. When I was on the phone, because I, up till this point, my contact has been agents on the Spectrum app and technicians that come out. But yesterday and today, I got 2 supervisors that I spoke with. One over chat and one like over the phone. And so I'll talk about that. I didn't plug it in. No. If it was that, I wouldn't tell you, chat. It's not that. The simple answer is it's all fixed now. The long answer we'll go over later because you guys want the JFK files first. I don't understand why. But excuse me. We'll go over the JFK files. But we'll continue on here. But I am filled with a little bit more confidence that stream is quote unquote fixed. However, I was told by the supervisor, and this supervisor was not over like maintenance, because like they're not engineers. I was told. Apparently, so there are technicians. They're the guys that come out and fiddle around with stuff, help you set up shit. And I talked to one of their supervisors. Then there is the maintenance people who come around and do the heavy in-depth work that the technicians aren't allowed to do because they're only allowed to do tiny things. Which, you know, fair enough. My internet is alive. It should be. It should be. I'm going to turn on my fan here. It's kind of hot, which is sucky. Okay. And I did not actually speak to a maintenance supervisor. I only spoke to a technician supervisor. And he told me that the internet should be back, but, all right, very big but. And the stream could be short tonight. Hopefully not. Cross your fingers, chat. Cross them hard, all right? All right, like the stream. That helps with good luck too, all right? All right? I was gone for a month. What happened? I blossomed into something else. Like I said, don't worry. The old model will still be here too. But they told me there is a chance that even though the gigantic issue, which apparently it was not a gigantic issue. It was a gigantic issue. While they say it's fixed, there still may be maintenance workers in the area that are still working on them. And I don't know if it's like it's a permanent fix or if it's a band-aid until they can actually get in there and do the actual fix. And I'm not quite sure what the actual fix is, but I was informed that the connection strength has been stable now. But we'll talk about that later, because you guys want the JFK files first. And I will provide that to you. Fraz, thank you for becoming a yippie. By the way, I've done some updating to the Super Chats membership stuff. I've added different wording. If you become a member of the channel, you become a yippie. Just like immediately. You got no say in that. So spend your money wisely. If you Super Chat, you are paying your dues to the Grand Yippie Alliance. So Super Chats, pay your dues. Becoming a member makes you a yippie. It was probably the Blood Moon. No. Again, the answer is, in my opinion, a little bit less than I was expecting. But by the same token, I am kind of glad it is. Sorry, I don't want to I don't want to keep hyping it up. Instead, we'll just move on. And before we actually get to anything serious, because we are gonna talk about the JFK files. I have tweets pulled up for the JFK files. I've had people that sent me the actual JFK files thing that has over 80,000 pages, and I'm telling you right now, I'd have to make a lot of money in order to justify sitting down and going through every single one of those pages. Excuse me, I do have some specific threads pulled up, along with a video that I was thinking about watching as well, and hopefully people aren't too annoyed by it. It is done by a... I struggle to call the guy a conservative sometimes, but it is done by a conservative, and we will listen to it because I listened to him in addition to a couple other people, and they kind of gave me the opinion that the JFK files, while it is a lot of new stuff, it really doesn't have any quote-unquote bombshells that a lot of people were interested in. That's kind of what I've learned. Although people could be wrong. I could be blown apart wrong tonight. But from what I've heard from a lot of different people, and I talked to a bunch of friends, it was mostly just a nothing burger for some people. And I'm going to be honest with you. I guess I didn't know just how much of the JFK files already existed. I thought that there was so little out there. It shows you how smart I am as an individual. But it turns out a good chunk of the stuff that was out in these files already were out there, but some of the biggest changes were redactions that were unredacted, but there are still plenty of redactions in the 80k pages. So like I said, there is not really a whole lot of new information. A lot of the stuff that people are showing is stuff that people already knew. I'm not going to say which because I haven't read through all of it, and I'm not very smart in terms of going through all that stuff. I am just going by the information that I was given that it is interesting. It was an interesting release, way better than the Epstein files, which can I just say, people were very disappointed in the Epstein files. I was not. Do you want to know why I wasn't disappointed? Because I knew that was going to happen. You're not going to get the shit that you were hoping for. You're not going to get smoking guns and lists of all of the Hollywood people that went to Epstein's Island, because that's just not going to happen. There's too many people on the left and the right and the center that went to Epstein's Island. All right, they all went there. So I mean, like, the only guy that I like don't believe actually went there was Trump, which is probably why he wanted to release it. But there's enough of the Epstein files that is still quote unquote censored, that has me thinking that there's a lot of people on the right that really don't want it to go out. So yeah, I wasn't really that upset by the Epstein files, because it's just like I expected nothing and was not disappointed. JFK one was a little bit better. But anyway, before I actually talk about JFK, I want to show you guys. Okay, I'm going to be saving a good chunk of talking about this until Sunday, because me and Temp, we do our night wave here. Hold on a moment. And we're going to talk about Assassin's Creed on Sundays. Obviously, since it came out and because everybody is talking about it. But I did want to give you guys some funny little information here, just because everybody is clowning on this game and everybody wants to point out how much of a failure it is. Spoiler alert, it is definitely, in my personal opinion, an abject failure. But I wanted to show you guys two things here that I found incredibly funny. Number one, that Steam chart is not what you want to have on your first 2 days as a multi-millionaire AAA studio that produces only the hottest of slop. I don't know why that yippie's there in the corner here. Hold on a moment. What is she doing there? She might be part of one of the chats accidentally. Oh, yep, she was accidentally put into the chat. I will have to remove her from that chat. Oop, there we go. We'll have to re-add her and just chatting later. Government talked about it. That's right. We will talk about that as well. But the Japanese government says that they're going to deal with it. The Japanese government says that they are looking into how they can deal with it because they feel extremely disrespected, which is extremely hilarious. And again, I want to leave a good chunk of this for Sunday because this is our content for Sunday. However, I wanted to review this because I thought this was hilarious. I thought it would get 100K. I thought that this game would get less. So I guess this did better than I was expecting. I was expecting like 10,000 people to play this game. Now, remember, chat, this game is not only on Steam. Okay? Johnny Smiley Simulator. That was another thing. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I sent this to Andrew. I'm pretty sure I sent it to Legal Mindset. Oh, gosh. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, I'll show that as well. Okay, so I expected this game to get 10 to 20, maybe 1,000 people that are actually interested in it. I was very surprised to see that it hit up to 40,000. It's up to 47,000 as a peak right now. Now, whether or not that will actually go higher is any tell, because tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday. It comes right after. And obviously on Saturdays and Sundays is the chance for that number to go higher. Whether or not it will is anybody's guess. And again, like I said, this game is on multiple different consoles. So there is a chance that this game could be getting more players off Steam. However, I have seen so much bullshit for this game after its release that I will be surprised if it breaks $100,000. I will be very surprised, because this game is such a shit show. Let me show you, chat. Let me show you how much of a shit show this game is. Again, this is just one little thing right here. One tiny little thing that like made me go, oh, what the fuck is this bullshit? So this is I believe this is the final boss here. Yeah, this is the final boss. This is the final boss of the game where you're playing as Yasuke. All right, what do you expect they're gonna be playing here? If that ain't fucking racist, I don't know what that is. Hearing a bunch of black people sing ching chong is probably one of the craziest things I've ever fucking heard. I don't think I've ever in my wildest dreams expected Ubisoft, with how fucking paused it's become, to do something like this. Like, it's kind of hard to hear. It's kind of hard to hear. Where's the boss music? You kind of have to listen to it. But they're just singing ching chong in the background. What the fuck? Jeez. Yasuke looks like the villain in the scene. I think that was the intention. If you want me to be perfectly honest with you, okay, if you want me to be perfectly honest with you, and the game credits are 2 hours, yes, I did see that. Again, I'm gonna leave a lot of this stuff for Sunday. Like Assassin's Creed is going to be the biggest topic of Sunday, in my personal opinion. But this game just sucks ass. All right, this game is absolutely, positively the worst dog shit I have ever seen from and chat, I'm gonna be real with you. I've never played Assassin's Creed because I hate sneaking games, and now I know that that's not all that Assassin's Creed is, but I've just never been into the Assassin's Creed franchise. But I do know that the other games looked way better than this. Not only do they look way better than this, they've also got way better voice acting than this. All right, like, have you listened to some of the voice acting? Again, we'll play this on Sunday. All right, this isn't a main topic here. The voice acting is so fucking bad. You could have convinced me that a 10-year-old was doing the voice acting, and I would believe you. All right, I would believe you if they admitted that they hired a bunch of 10-year-olds for this game to voice act. It is that bad. It is that bad. Ezio's rolling in his grave. Yes. Okay. You know, this is just random here. Do you want to know what my first experience to Assassin's Creed was here? I think because we are in... I think this is because I want to give you guys some class here. I want to help you relive the classic here. All right? I want you to relive some classiness here. Do you want to know what my first exposure to Assassin's Creed was when I was a child? Well, let's see. This was 14 years ago. All right? I'm not going to say how young I was, but this was my first exposure to Assassin's Creed here. All right? All right, here. I'm going to turn this up for you. All right, this is my very first exposure to the game, and I'm going to be honest with you, I would much prefer a game narrated by Tobuscus than whatever the fuck we got.
Stargate, Ubisoft.
This is fantastic. Like, I literally replayed this multiple times because how good it was. This is memes right here.
People say Rome wasn't built in a day.
Absolutely fantastic. Like legitimately. You cannot tell me this wasn't the best mockumentary, or the mocking of a trailer ever. And I'm gonna be real with you, I learned more about this game from listening to this trailer than I probably would have watching the trailer on its own. What happened to Tobuscus? He was hard canceled, but then he came back. Is Toby still around? Yes, kind of. I don't know what he still does. I missed him. I'm pretty sure he still makes content. He just doesn't like do it the same way anymore. Again, this, like, you couldn't... I'm kind of curious if he made a trailer off of the new one. I'm gonna look. I am curious.
Just saw you and he's gonna shoot you, but don't mind him, just keep looking.
I am gonna look and see if he did it. No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did. Oh, man. No, yeah, he didn't. Holy shit. I mean, like, no, yeah, he didn't. Oh, wait, is it working? Hold on. Please tell me the voice alert thing is working. No, why is it not working? Please play. I worked so hard to make you work. Why isn't it working? Oh, now I'm so mad. I am so mad. Here, we're gonna play this while I continue. Oh, I should totally be playing it. Why are you doing this to me?
He likes feathers. He looks up when he remembers. Ooh, I love birds.
Why is it doing this? I want it to be read out. Is it because of the spam? I don't see that as spam. Hold on. Save settings. Hold on. Preview.
This is a test super chat message.
Okay, cool. Can I replay that now? Can I go back and because somebody paid me $5, can it replay or did I accidentally not fix it here? I'm gonna let's see here. YouTube super chats. Minimum to read $5. Okay, yeah, I should be reading it out. I'll lower it to $4 just in case. I love birds. Yes, I love birds. I love his silly little gay voice he does too. It's fantastic. All right, try again. Why is it not playing? Oh my gosh, I'm so upset right now. I am absolutely upset right now. Holy cow. Everyone went against him because he did a video with Kyle. He did. He did. But I think that people are stupid. I think those people are stupid. Hold on. We're gonna... Why is it not reading it? You should be reading. Oh, I am so tilted. I'm so very tilted. Hold on. Save. Super chats. Yippee. Okay. Minimum super chat amount to alerts. Sound, fade in, fade out. I am confused. I am legitimately confused. It should be doing it. I am sorry, chat. Include message template. All right, well, I'm going to have to get off of this. Akko doesn't have the technology. I thought I did. I'm so upset right now. I am so very upset right now. My apologies. We'll move back. We'll move back. I'll just read the super chat here. Jordan for 5. How is it Black Flag's acapella sea shanties were better than the entire Shadows soundtrack? God only knows. God only knows.
That were hiding in pillars come out and then take their formation.
Then target pulls out his sword, then goes to smell his sword.
I've always... Oh, it's not funny. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, chat. And they took him away too early. Like, the fact that we lost Tobuscus because people didn't like him or what he did just sucked. Imagine if UTT had Tobuscus. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of want that. Maybe I'll message him. I don't know if he might think that anime is cringe. I have absolutely no idea. What did I miss? We were reminiscing on better content which was Tobuscus. But anyway, like, Assassin's Creed Shadows is fucking disturbing on so many levels. It's racist in more ways than one. Disrespectful of chat. We want to talk about respect. All right, we talked about the Wendigos the other night and how people need to respect Native American heritage because of Wendigos, which isn't like is whatever. And so it's just like we talk about respect, but like when it comes to real respect, okay? When it comes to real respect, people are like, oh no, Assassin's Creed is just fine. They're allowed to trample all over Japanese society. Why? Because there was an actual black man in history, even though a lot of the stuff people say about him isn't confirmed, and a lot of it was parroted from a guy who isn't actually a historian. And so it's just like, I don't know how we were able to turn something that isn't like 100% historical fact into historical fact. It kind of pisses me off, you know? Like, it's one of those things where I am wondering if I can somehow convince a whole bunch of people of something heinous and disgusting and seeing if it sticks. And, I have been tempted, like, it really does bother me because it's so easy to convince people that something is real, that you could legitimately do some real damage. Actually, I feel like we've already known this because, 4chan does this all the time. 4chan does this all the fucking time. Where they go and co-op something fake and then people start to believe it. I do believe that 4chan has successfully led to some of the worst in terms of the trans stuff that we see these days. I do believe that a lot of that stuff was gay ops from 4chan. But, that's neither here nor there. And that's my my little silly rat theory for maybe another day. But I do believe there's some evidence for that. I just kept my head back and played Black Mesa. Probably a good idea. I don't quite remember, but isn't this the first AC protagonist that was a historical figure? All others have been fictional. I have no idea. Again, I've never played Assassin's Creed. It is not my series. But if it is, there you go. It's really funny because they talk about historical accuracy and getting as close as they can. However, I don't believe that Assassin's Creed is anywhere near historically accurate whatsoever. And so, just is what it is, Tell people there's new genocide going around and it's because of a video game. Yeah. The last thing I'll say on Assassin's Creed before we move on to talking about the JFK files is a lot of people started making some parallels. To another black man that was running around in Asian countries, going around disrespecting the culture, and assaulting people to the point of trying to hurt them in some cases. And a lot of people decided to start likening it to a certain man who's in South Korea right now, who, from what I heard last, was doing a bunch of gay dancing with his sponsor in South Korea, which I don't mind if you decide to get gay with your buddy. But this guy here, this motherfucker, part of me wonders if he was somehow in some way related to Yasuke because of how disrespectful he's being. That's a joke, by the way. If I have to say that's a joke and if you don't understand that it's a joke, that's probably bad. I don't know. But like, it's a pretty funny meme, in my personal opinion. Pretty funny meme. Pretty funny meme. Oh, the music ended here. Let me switch over really quickly here. AC and Ubisoft hasn't made a good game in 10 years, so I don't care. Again, I have not seen anything Assassin's Creed related, so I'll just have to take your word for it. Okay? Now, yeah. Let's move on to what you guys are probably here for, and that is the JFK files. Now, again, when it comes to the JFK files, like I mentioned earlier, my knowledge and understanding of it is limited because of a lack of just knowledge on JFK in general. I do know that a lot of this has already been out there. And because a lot of it was already out there, when some of this stuff came out, a lot of people were really upset to see that there really wasn't a whole lot different. I am on the website where all of this stuff exists, all right? The National Archives website here. We're going to switch screens here just for this. All right. We're on the National Archives website. Sorry if it's a little bright. There are 235 pages, 2,000 entries, 80,000 pages total. Okay. Now, when I was thinking to myself, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll read some of this. It shouldn't be too bad. And then I asked people how long this was. They're like, oh, it's 80,000 pages. I'm like, we're not going to do that. We can't go through all of that. So what I went ahead and did is I parsed through Twitter. I listened to some Twitter videos, and I figured what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the stuff that came up when you search it. And there's also a video that we're going to watch. I think that we're going to I think we're probably not going to listen to this video first. We're going to get through some other stuff here first. But I have a video that we're going to react to. Again, some people may or may not like the individual. He's conservative, but conservative, quote unquote. But I felt like it was that he'll add some interesting context to it. And I will say he wasn't the only one I listened to. Anyway, let's jump over and let me pull up. Okay. So this is the first one that I felt like was fun to look. Again, all of this is going to be a bunch of reading. So it may not be very fun to listen to and go through it, but I do appreciate you guys being here, by the way. Black Flag was a good game. I've heard that Black Flag was all right. Oh boy, legal documents. Yes. Yes, legal documents. The COD that JFK was in was real events? Yes. So, this individual says, and this was 2 days ago, this is not the right music for this, by the way. Hold on a moment. We're going to switch the music up to something more serious. There we go. That's way more serious. I'm sure we'll have cliff notes in a couple weeks, probably, but by that point, nobody will care anymore. That's why I'm talking about it now, because people semi-care about it right now. And honestly, I would have talked about this on Wednesday if my internet didn't shit the bed, but, you know, it do be what it do be. Anyway, uncomfortable truth. JFK wanted to strip the CIA of its autonomy, form AIPAC, formerly AZC, to register as a foreign agent, block Israel's nuclear ambitions, and challenge the Federal Reserve's grip on the U.S. currency. This is why he was assassinated. And again, a lot of this stuff we already knew. We already have known. We already knew that JFK wanted to strip certain powers of the government away. We already knew that he was trying to change parts of the Federal Reserve because the Federal Reserve got to a point that he wasn't happy with. I don't know if we knew about the Israeli stuff. No, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. Aqua brain rotted me into listening to Pogo today. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome here. Oh gosh. I don't know if I can read that. That is like horribly copied right there. I'll do my best for you, chat. I'll do my best for you. So this is June 30th, 1961. Let's see here. So this is from the president, and it's about CIA reorganization. I submit the following view as one who worked on CSS during the war and served as a periodic CIA consultant in the years since. On balance, CIA's record has been probably very good. Probably is probably not the right word I would use. In the nature of clandestine operations, the triumphs of intelligence agency are unknown. All of the public hears about or should hear about are its errors. But again, in the nature of the case, an agency dedicated to clandestine activity can afford damned a few visible errors. The important thing to recognize today, in my judgment, is that the CIA, as at present named and constituted, has about used up its quota. Its margin for future error is practically non-existent. One more CIA debacle will shake faith considerably in U.S. policy. at home as well as abroad. Oh, so he was basically OSS, not CSS. Oh, fair enough. And until CIA is visibly reorganized, it will, as the Algerian instance, be widely blamed for the development of which is wholly innocent. The argument of this memorandum is that the CIA trouble can be traced to the autonomy with which the agency has been permitted to operate, and that this autonomy is due to three main causes: an inadequate doctrine of clandestine operations, an inadequate concept of the relationship between operations and policy, and an inadequate, or should be, a gross and repeated CIA or an inadequate. Oh, it's that it cuts off there. Okay, interesting. Because this seems to be an extra bit at the bottom because of the asterisk right here. Where's the asterisk come from? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna move on then. I don't know. American Council for Judaism. Oh boy. Oh man, if my manager's listening. February 19th, 1963. Dear member, as we approach the 20th anniversary of the birth of the American Council for Judaism, that's a funny name. We believe you will be tremendously interested in the sterling developments in which you have played a role through your support of the council. One, the American Zionist Council, coordinating political arm of all U.S. Zionist organizations, was asked last month by the Justice Department to register as a foreign agent of the State of Israel. The AZC, until recently, received $1.5 million annually from the United Jewish Appeal. Oy indeed. All subcommittees of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, excuse me, I'm dying already tonight, has begun an investigation into expenditures in the United States of the Jewish Agency for Israel, New York, already registered as a foreign agent. The Jewish Agency, New York, receives UJA funds from the Jewish Agency, Jerusalem. Both agencies are from the same as the World Zionist Organization, and both receive their UJA funds through third-party entity, the Jewish Agency, Inc. in New York. The State Department has just refused to recognize the Jewish Agency, Inc., a New York corporation, as an organization eligible to receive surplus commodities. One reason given was that our government does not want to aid the Zionist Jewish Agency's program of promoting immigration to Israel. Excuse me. Described by our government as contributing to the Middle East Middle East tensions. For the Jewish Telegraphic Agency was refunded admission to a State Department briefing session January 28th on the ground, and it cuts off. I don't know if I can read. Can I read that? Can I read that? Is that okay to read, YouTube? Thank you for the follow. All right. Well, we quote from John F. Kennedy. We are concerned with the disturbing effects on world stability which would accompany the development of nuclear weapons capability by Israel. So they were worried about John F. Kennedy was worried about Israel getting nukes. Oh boy. I wouldn't see why not. Should have probably screened this. Oh, I did. By the same token, I forgot. Because listen, I screened this a couple days ago when I was planning to talk about this. I forgot. It's okay. It's okay. Oh. Yeah. So, and this is the last one that this guy includes. Executive Order 1110. Was issued by John F. Kennedy on June 4th, 1963. The executive order amended Executive Order 10289 by delegating to the Secretary of the Treasury the President's authority to issue silver certificates under Thomas Amendment of the Agricultural Adjustment Act. As amended by the Gold Reserve Act, the order allowed the Secretary to issue silver certificates if any were needed during the transition period under President Kennedy's plan to eliminate silver certificates and use Federal Reserve notes. Cool. Cool. I forgot, just like Lumi. Listen. Oh, excuse me, my apologies. I have been so busy running back and forth all day. I'm tired. Again, I did go through some of this when I was planning to talk about it. My anger and upsetness of my internet decided to just wipe that all away from me. Let's talk about this one. Let me see if I can find it. There is one where is it? Somebody like showed a picture where somebody called Joe Biden a traitor. Yep, there it is. There it is. However, and I do believe the video that we're gonna watch talks about this. Here it is. So, this is by... Some people claim that this was John F. Kennedy that said this. However, I am pretty sure it is not actually John F. Kennedy. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is a family member that ended up saying this. Because the timetable for this, where John F. Kennedy was alive, along with Joe Biden, it just would not fit. So, but it is kind of funny because people started to notice that at least one of the Kennedys called Joe Biden a traitor. Or Senator Biden, yeah. And again, it wouldn't work because I'm pretty sure by the time Joe Biden was a senator, John F. Kennedy was either gone or whatever. But a lot of people are saying that he wasn't a senator when Kennedy was alive. So this one, while funny, pretty sure it wasn't actually the president who said that. A lot of people got up on this, and I do believe it's one of the few times where community notes was actually correct. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense here. Oh, excuse me. Should I be concerned, excited, or confused with what I walked into? Yes. Yes. Here's a funny one. Somebody showed just a blank image, which I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of blank images in these 80,000 pages here. Now we know who Corn Pop is. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. For sure. A lot of people made jokes about this one makes a joke about Ted Cruz. A lot of people made jokes about a lot of the redactions because there were a lot of things that were unredacted. A lot of them, for some reason, having to do with Jewish involvement. And then there was some people mentioned that there were things that ended up redacted. Which is, again, I have parsed through some of this as much as I can through work and dealing with my internet. But again, I really just... I appreciate the transparency, and I do appreciate that the government is doing this. But in the grand scheme of things, and I want to ask chat this because I'm genuinely curious here. What did this actually gain us besides Trump getting the ability to say, I declassified a bunch of information that was previously hidden? Like what does this gain him? Or besides him looking good, what does this gain us? Oh my fuck. That one was beautiful. That one was absolutely beautiful. I love that so much. Holy fuck. Oh goodness. So this one that I read is where the CIA asked for any mentions of Israel to be redacted in here as well. Docs a lot of people, kind of funny. Fulfilling a promise. This is true. It does fulfill a promise, which is something that a lot of presidents can't seem to do ever. So the fact that he did it was nice. The fact that he did do it was nice because he's doing what he said, what he did. Happiest merchant. Yes, I agree. I agree. Holy fuck, that is funny. Promises made, promises kept. Yeah, he is doing a lot of the stuff he said he would. So, at the very least, he did do that. I do think, though, that the... Oh, excuse me. The Epstein files were kind of a joke. And we didn't get, quote-unquote, anything that we wanted. For clarification, Biden started his Senate career in '73. He's been politically active since maybe the early 60s, though campaigning, and he was a public defender in 1969. Well, there you go. There you go, there you go. So yeah, there's a little bit of clarification there that's kind of important. Oh, goodness. But yeah, what's funny is, a lot of people on the left started saying that there is no changes to the JFK files and that Trump just misled people, which is also wrong. Like, to say that everything has been put out by the JFK files, that's wrong. But to say that nothing was put out, that is also wrong. There was a lot that was unredacted, that was just like kind of really important. So. If we were getting the real files, it would have been a national event rather than a selfie op. I don't know. I do think that a lot of people just don't care. It's one of those things where, is it a critical voters issue to vote on this? Vote on this coming out? But... You know, it's one of those, I said I would do it, so there you go, I did it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think, again, the most important thing to reinvigorate your mind with out of this is that the CIA is evil. All three-letter agencies are evil, actually. There is not a three-letter agency that you could probably convince me to support in America. And so but like, yeah. Oh, okay, that's really funny. I have to show this before we get into our video here. I have to Holy shit. Okay. You know what? That's a good one. We now have confirmation there was more than one shooter. The CIA was involved, and a lot of Cuban and Israeli involvement was strewn about. Pretty much, yeah. And whether or not that was known about or just speculated about in the past, you know. Holy fuck. Remove alphabet agencies? I agree. National Park Service? Nah, we don't need them. Let those national parks fend for themselves. They don't need my tax dollars. Let those bears feed themselves. You know those bears, those freaking communist bears from Russia? We can kick those bears out of our country. Kick those bears out of our country and restore order to our land, all right? We don't need them. And anyway, this is probably the funniest thing that I wanted to show before we get into the video here. AF Post says, Steven Crowder posted a redacted Happy Merchant meme after the release of the JFK files, but it's unclear whether this was intentional or not. So I don't think he posted this, but he did post this. Oh my gosh. So I guess it's up to you if they're too similar. It's kind of funny. Oh, that's the like. Okay, you know what? Fine, whatever. You can have that one. Oh, that brought up another thing that we need to talk about. Holy fuck! Oh man, chat, don't let me forget. But the Daily Wire is sure blowing into pieces, and I don't like the Daily Wire because they're like faux conservatives. So that I wanna talk about that too. In fact, here, give me a moment. Here, give me. Actually, no. You know what? You guys can stare at that image. You guys can stare at that image while I look this up. Give me a moment. I will, let's see. There's a couple of different sources that we can watch on this. I'll give you guys an option later. It's probably just bait. Oh, no. Jeremy Boring is stepping down, and there's a lot of, like, leaks coming around about it. And I did want to... I'm definitely not watching the quartering. Definitely not watching the quartering about this, because fuck the quartering. Oh, fuck. That might be... Yes, I think that is the one. I think that is the one, right? No, it is not. It is not. It is not. Oh, good. I'll find something. I'll find something. Anyway. Chat, to help explain the JFK files, we do have Steven Crowder here. We do have Steven Crowder here. If you like him, if you don't like him, great not. He's left YouTube. Apparently, he has decided he is no longer going to be on YouTube. So I am only moving on in this man's dead YouTube memory. All right. So we're going to listen to this video. We'll start and stop it, obviously, as we need to. But I listened to him along with Tim Pool and a couple of other individuals because, you know, I like to listen to a couple of good people and bad people, excuse me, and learn about things from different people. And so because of that, I felt like Crowder probably gave the best interpretation of it. And so we're going to listen to it. And we'll move on. Also, it kind of fits in because he hates the Daily Wire just as much as I probably do, although he probably hates it for a different reason. Daily Wire was doomed to implode when Crowder blew the lid off their predatory contract. Yeah, the Daily Wire was kind of fucked a long-ass time ago. Long-ass time ago. Ben Shapiro was once Crowder's lawyer. I thought that Crowder had his own lawyer and that Ben Shapiro just kind of assisted him occasionally. I swear that he has his own lawyer that's like half Asian or something like that. I don't know if like I don't see him very much anymore when I did used to tune into him. So I don't know if like there was, you know, it's whatever. Community notes is mostly correct. Okay. Well, we'll let Crowder be the community notes today. Hopefully Michael Knowles leaves the Daily Wire. Hopefully, like, okay, everybody that I liked in the Daily Wire, there's only like one person, has left. So I really don't care what happens to the rest of them, you know? Because, what's his name? The Matt guy. The one with the glasses that everybody hates. Ben Shapiro's a lawyer? Yes, Ben Shapiro is a lawyer. Definitely fulfilling all of the stereotypes Ben Shapiro is. Oh, fuck. Ben negotiated Crowder's contract. I see. Anyway, we're going to go through this. We're going to listen to it. I'll start and stop as we go through here. I do believe that Crowder gives some of the... Crowder's annoying. He is kind of annoying, but he gives, in my opinion, the best breakdown of this. Because like I said, I listened to a couple people. He was one of them. And since he is dying off of YouTube, we will give him a send-off by reacting to one of his videos. Matt Walsh, yes. Everybody hates Matt Walsh. Everybody hates Matt Walsh. I think we can all agree on that. All right.
We just found out that JFK called Joe Biden a traitor.
Not true.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to skip through that.
Let me ask you this. You think that maybe we just got Epsteined again?
No, we did not get Epstein again. Thank God we didn't get Epstein again, because I think a lot of people would definitely be pissed off at Trump for doing this again. Thank God he actually did something more with it. And he's a closeted... Yes, chat, for those that don't know, Steven Crowder here is actually homosexual. He will definitely not admit it. Well, he kind of half admitted it in the past. But Steven Crowder, who was married to a woman, I believe is actually homosexual and is just trying to hide those tendencies because he is a Christian conservative, as it were, from Canada. And so I am waiting for the day where he quits this, decides to become an uber lefty, and come out as a raging homosexual, because we know that it's coming one day. We know that it's coming one day. I missed early Crowder. His AM radio days were his peak. I've heard that a lot of people really missed his early days. Back when he was quote-unquote restricted. Yippies want the uncensored files? Yes, we want JFK, the yippie uncensored version. The guy was never funny or entertaining, so grifted into politics to maintain relevancy. Oh, that's me. Well, I don't know if it's me. That's a decent opinion. Crowder is half French Canadian. It was obvious he's gay. What does that say about Rima? That's so mean.
And by that, I mean there's been
Comment down below if you think that or not Ben. Well, Ben Shapiro could be gay too. But comment down below if you think Crowder's gay.
over half a century to change, alter, delete aspects of these files. And the primary question is there new information? Is there new evidence? Have we been given something here that is groundbreaking and changes what we thought we knew regarding the assassination of JFK? To be clear. Now, before we get into anything else, there clearly, I'm not telling you that I'm not trying to sell this any other way.
Right.
There clearly was something suspicious about a president of the United States driving downtown in a convertible, which, granted, was even recognized at that time as heard by the newly leaked audio from the Secret Service themselves.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't like this guy's bits. A lot of his bits suck. Oh.
It was self-explanatory, like this, and that it couldn't be explained.
That was buried forever.
It was buried forever.
Jeez.
Honestly, it leaves more questions than it answers, one could argue.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. There were 80,000 pages, give or take, released yesterday, on top of the 5 million pages, effectively, all...
He was good when he was Brain. He was all right, yeah. I'll be honest with you, I really don't remember a whole lot about Arthur back then. All I remember now is everybody saying that Arthur is gay because there's one gay scene and one gay character. It's just like, that's all I remember, unfortunately. It sucks. Sucks that that's all I remember because that's how much people hammered past it. I can't get past his pudgy jawline. Oh, now everybody's going to see that. I'm sorry, chat. Oh, no.
Already released.
If Ben Shapiro was gay, would anything change? His peers definitely would hate him. And he couldn't be Orthodox Jew anymore if he was gay. Hi, Akko. Hello.
Here's a clip.
Thousands of pages from the JFK assassination files released tonight at the behest of President Trump.
We have a tremendous amount of paper. You've got a lot of reading. I don't believe we're going to redact anything. I said, just don't redact. You can't redact.
That was him yesterday.
Don't redact, chat. We can't redact the files.
Yes, we all have a lot of reading to do now. 1,123 new files worth of reading, all posted by the National Archives. And no, we have not gone through each and every page yet.
All right, we get it. You want us to know you can read.
I joined the stream at the perfect time. Yes, you did. Welcome, welcome. Laughing at your own joke. Okay, laughing at your own joke can be fine, but you can't like make it as awkward as Crowder definitely does sometimes, because he does make it very awkward sometimes, and I don't like it.
Not buying it. So, we're going to get through these claims that are out there. And I hate, there's a lot of misinformation out there. You have legacy media, and then you have clickbait. And there are several different timelines. I want to set the stage here. Remember, we told you this, so nothing up our sleeve. We told you this yesterday. Okay, there's a starting off point as to what we already know. And we were clear about it. That's important because we need to compare what we know today. This was yesterday. So what we do know, Lee Harvey Oswald was there, okay?
Right.
He was there at that book depository, right? There's physical evidence on the 6th floor window of the rifle that he bought. There were multiple eyewitnesses placing Oswald at the scene.
Here, oh, we're gonna go back here. Let's see. Fighting the pit passengers, the first few cars. The motorcade had the impression that the shots came from the rear or from the right, the direction of the Texas school book depository building. None of the passengers saw anyone fire shots. Some spectators at Houston and Elm Streets, however, did see a rifle being fired in the direction of the president's car from the eastmost window from the 6th floor on the south side of the building. Okay.
He bought.
Landau made the show better. Once Landau left, and if you listen to why Landau left, you're just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Don't let anybody tell you that Steven Crowder isn't like a pure guy, because like this dude is like insane. And if he's leaving YouTube, I just hope he doesn't come back. I hope that Rumble does good for him, because I'll be honest with you, I don't think YouTube would welcome him back if he came back.
There were multiple eyewitnesses placing Oswald at the scene. And here's what we also know. The CIA and the FBI definitely, they knew about Lee Harvey Oswald, right? He was on the government radar when he defected to the Soviet Union in 1959. Yeah. He was a person of interest. They had been tracking him, depending on the time period. So he was there. Some people say he's not the only shooter. Okay, we'll get to all that. And the FBI, the CIA knew about him. Okay, so we already knew that without this release. Anything new, that brings us to another installment of Claim Truth. All right, a big claim circulating right now.
I hated him for his skits, nothing else. That's very fair.
Claim.
Crowder just had a big fight with Ben over contracts, and then he did that to Dave Landau, of all people. The jokes write themselves. No, yeah, again, like, if you like this guy, if he's, like, funny to you, that's completely fine. This guy's one of the biggest scumbags ever because of how he decides to act with people. It's just insane. Not to mention the fact that he was, like, verbally abusive to his wife. And again, like, I know some of us are women disrespecters and women respecters here, but, like, legitimately, Crowder is not the guy who should be getting up and talking about Christian conservative values when the videos that you see leaked are the way they are. Like, I like that. From that moment, I was just like, no, yeah, you can't be trusted to talk about this kind of shit anymore. Not at all.
Groundbreaking. Revelation, meaning new. Former CIA operative Gary Underhill was killed for exposing the plot. We just found this out yesterday. Okay, here's the truth.
Oops.
There's nothing new here. This is old. This is not new, according to these documents. Now, I'm not saying that there is nothing suspicious about...
He's also Canadian. Yes, but we can give some Canadians a pass. Like Kretosis, he's fine.
The death of Underhill.
Correct.
What I'm saying is that the memo that is now going viral, that you believe is from yesterday's dump, is actually from 2017 documents that were released on JFK.
Donald Trump as well.
Under Donald Trump as well. I think that's an important one.
That's another thing that I don't know if a lot of people knows, but this is the second time Trump has released files on JFK. The second time. I don't think I paid attention the first time. I don't think a lot of people did, which is why the second time it happened, it was where a lot of people were taken back by it. But this is the second time Trump has released the JFK files. Did anybody know that? I definitely didn't.
To set the tone here, not saying that this information is irrelevant. I'm not even saying that it's untrue. What I am saying is people are presenting this to you as though it is new. Reason being, this would be more of a bombshell than anything that was found in there last night. If you want to discuss it, fine, but people have been discussing this for quite a long time. Not just the memo in 2017. You can find old magazine articles, books from 1967, Ramparts Magazine, 1992, Destiny Betrayed, right? This just proves, here's something else.
Destiny
is this
Betrayed.
new evidence? Some people are saying, well, there's new evidence that proves Underhill was killed. No. What you see in the documents, it's just Underhill's claim that he made to officials.
Well, and it's through secondhand. It's basically the people
we were in the middle of a Russia hoax and him striking Syria when he released those files. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Said to have.
By the way, chat, I'm thinking that we're not going to watch the whole of this. We're just going to watch about 10 minutes of it. Then we're going to move on talking about the Daily Wire. Because while this is fun, I want to talk about the Daily Wire because, again, I hate the Daily Wire so much. I hate them with such visual rage. And no, it's not because I'm an anti-Semite. It's because the Daily Wire sucks. Sucks so bad.
Very hurriedly to get out.
And they got rid of Brett, which was the best part of the Daily Wire.
Out of town, and he went to stay with people in Jersey and made this claim to them. And being interviewed,
right?
Those people said he said this.
Yes.
So
Can someone unplug his soundboard? Well, unfortunately, it's not him making the sounds. It's his interns.
okay.
But it has to be put in the file.
Yes. Well, and also an investigation has to take place, which kind of
Exactly. So this has been something that's been known, and people have been suspicious of it since 1967. You can draw your own conclusions, and by the way, I think there are different conclusions to draw. This is a problem because our government has not been transparent with us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Circumstances around his death are very, very sketchy.
Yes. But anyone telling you that this is new or groundbreaking
gross.
or bombshell
is going bankrupt.
is either lying to you or they have been lied to. When I see something circulating since 2017, presented as though it was just released last night, ooh, okay, I have a problem with it. Comment below if you agree.
And it
The
matters.
Daily Wire
It
is
does
going
matter.
bankrupt.
Shut
It
up.
does matter because the left will use that to discredit
Daily Wire
anything
is-
Shut up. No.
that you say. Here's another claim.
We'll listen to this claim and then move on to the Daily Wire.
Revelation. This is, oh my, can you believe, we just found out that JFK called Joe Biden a traitor.
Okay, this is the one that I actually do appreciate that he said, because this was the first time I heard this.
Okay.
Because a lot of people believe this off the bat.
No. Now, I'll clarify. We know now that it's JFK Jr. I know that, but some people didn't present it as JFK Jr. When I saw this last night, again, upon the initial release,
Yeah.
I just did some math in my head. I said, wait, JFK, hold on, we're going back to 63. Biden would have been in his early 20s, college or law school. There's no way that this could have taken place. And so I was able to discount it as clickbait. Now, what actually is kind of included there is that JFK Jr. called Biden a traitor. That's what people are claiming. But here's another truth. It doesn't seem like JFK Jr. did that either.
Well, come on.
Again, the image floating around that you believe is from this new dump is from more than 7 years ago. Now, it's been debunked if you believe Congress, right? They said this is not true. It's a hoax. If you don't believe them, that's fine too. All we have is...
All right, chat, do you believe it? Do you believe that JFK Jr. would have called Biden a traitor? That's a good question. Him calling him a traitor's peak? Yeah. It's whether or not you believe Congress, if that's true. If you don't believe Congress, then yeah, he probably did. I'm willing to believe he probably did, though.
As far as proof, is that someone sent Biden a letter calling him a traitor and listing JFK Jr.'s name. That's what's in here. It's not new. You can believe that it's true or not, that it's a hoax, or it seems relatively inconsequential. Again, JFK Jr. not liking Joe Biden at that point in time, who likely would have been some kind of political opponent. This is the standard here. What insight does this provide into the assassination of JFK?
Thank you.
Anything.
It doesn't. It's just funny to know. Like, at this point, okay, again, at this point, do you care, chat? Do you legitimately care? I mean, I'm sure some of you do. But, like, do people actually care to learning about that kind of shit? Or are they just, like, is it just, like, something that a few people these days are actually concerned about? I don't believe a lot of people are actually concerned about JFK to the point that a lot of other people are these days. I don't think a lot of people do care. Okay? So, like, I know some people do, but I don't believe it's like a grand majority of people are like clamoring out there to hear about it, because everybody knows, all right? You don't need the whole thing released to know that the CIA sucks and the FBI sucks and all these three-letter organizations suck. We already knew that. This is just a hammering the nail in completely kind of deal. It doesn't change anything. It's just extra added on top of it. We voted for it. I know we voted for it. I just don't believe it's like going to change anything. Is step in the right direction? Fair. I don't know. I look at it, I was like, this doesn't change anything for me. It's nice that you did it, but like, I don't care either way. I don't know. I don't know. It's just me, though. Probably matters more to those who lived it. I agree. You know what? I can agree with that. Probably. Probably give some of them closure. I don't know. But all I know is that it's just... I don't think a lot of people care anymore, sadly. Anyway. I didn't vote. I used my wizard powers. Anyway. Chat. This is an extra here, but I did want to talk about it, so technically it's not. Let's talk about the Daily Wire falling into shambles here. Daily Wire is, oh, you know what? It would be even better to use this one, I think. You want to use this one? Yeah, let's use this one. Let's use this one here. I'm gonna get a little bit bigger here. Actually, we'll just... Oop. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that cool, chat? We can just, like, stand right here and do this. He campaigned on it. What do I expect? I'm going to be honest with you. I expect nothing of presidents, and I'm not disappointed. Although, with Trump, I expect a tiny bit of stuff to actually happen. It means the more, if you look at it for what it is, a thing we've been denied, transparency. Very fair. You know what? Fair enough. I'll agree. I agree with that. I could agree with that. Yeah, you guys are right. I agree. I could agree. I can 100% agree with that there. Transparency is nice. Anyway, let's get some transparency about the Daily Wire, chat. Nice mustache. This guy does have a very nice big mustache here. Yeah, I do agree with you there. I do agree with you there, chat. Really quickly, if you haven't already, by the way, like the stream, give it a big fat like, very much appreciated, and help the Yippies meet the goal. I will extend the show an extra hour after the normal 2 to 3 hours. We'll do. So, excuse me. Let's go over the Daily Wire imploding on the inside. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm very happy about it.
Is going bankrupt, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Jeremy Boring.
By the way, a lot of this stuff is going to be quote-unquote allegedly. However, I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that Jeremy Boring is stepping down. Oops.
Officially out as CEO. That's right. The self-proclaimed God King of the Daily Wire is at the heart of so many scandals. And yet,
can I just say, by the way, the God King thing was kind of funny the first time he did it. It was a funny little joke the first time because I think a lot of people were just looking for a real human. People were looking for a real human. And the Daily Wire kind of shared that a little bit when it came to Jeremy Boring. But the more he carried it on, the more I was just like, okay, broski, this is your ego and not actually... Because I think everybody looked at the first Daily Wire meme that he did. Here, I'm going to pull it up. Let me... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Chat, this commercial right here, I think a lot of people... here's what sucks. I think Jeremy took himself seriously in this commercial. I think a lot of people took this as a joke, but also at the same time took this as, oh my gosh, somebody that, like, cares about us. And maybe he did. But, like, I think Jeremy took this commercial seriously. We're going to listen to this. I legitimately think he got God King printed on there because of his ego. I don't believe it any other way. Like, legitimately. This right here is an ego trip for this man. Everybody thought it was a joke. It's not a joke. This is just him and what he wants to be.
Do you remember when there were 2 genders and only 1.5 of them had to shave their mustaches? Oh, hi. I'm Jeremy Boring, CEO and God King of the Daily Wire. Harry's Razors used to advertise on our shows. They're a great product, and we were happy to do it. That's before some peon who works for me went and said that boys are boys and girls are girls. And that was just too much for Harry's. They condemned our views.
Again, like, legitimately, I agree with the messaging here. Like, he's being accurate. It's just like, yeah, sell fucking razors. But, like, this man is so conceited that I hate it. I hate this now. Like, going back and listening to this, knowing what I know now, it makes me hate this commercial so much.
Views held by millions of Americans and virtually every human who's walked the planet until about 15 minutes ago as inexcusable. And they dropped their ads from our network because of what they called values misalignment. You're damn right our values are misaligned. And it's not just Harry's either.
I weird that I hate the fact that he, like, re-looking through this, I'm just like, bro, you are such a cocksucker here. Oh my fucking hell. I hate this. He rented a 670 LT for this. Yeah. Some peon.
Gillette razors used to be the best a man could get. Then they decided that men are too toxic. Unless you're the kind of man who teaches his daughter to shave her beard. If that makes sense to you, keep buying Gillette.
Oh, I hate it
But
so
if you've
much.
had enough of the woke bullshit, and you're tired of paying companies like Harry's and Gillette to hate you, then buy my new razor instead.
I think he has a main character problem. Oh, he definitely does. Like, here's the thing. Like, I believe that depending on the CEO, the company, and the thing, the CEO can be out there because, again, the CEO, the chief executive officer, is meant to make the investors happy, because if the investors aren't happy, his job is on the line. All right. Like, again, back when this came out, this was okay because a lot of people were looking for brands that didn't hate your guts. And wow, this thing was like was this actually 2 years ago? Holy shit, this was 2 years. I don't believe this was 2 years ago. It feels like way longer than that. What the hell? Anyway, this commercial with more context now makes me hate it. I'll be honest with you. I feel like we've watched enough. I don't want to like make your ears bleed any more than they already do. But like that is the man that is stepping down from the Daily Wire. All right, that is our God King right here that is stepping down. Bro, you aren't that guy. Yes, exactly. We had a guy. You are not that guy. All right. Our last guy, he's gone now, and the new guy is not you.
Yes, he is self-described as the God King. And the email just went out today internally that he is stepping down and now Axios is covering the story. It has not yet broken, as far as I'm aware, that private equity is moving in and looking to buy up the Daily Wire. I heard...
If that is true, that is insane. Because, like, I think for the longest time, everybody looked at the Daily Wire as a company that was super successful. They were producing a lot of things, a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows, and a lot of people were interested in them for that reason. But if they are actually suffering that bad, like, I guess it's a good thing that Crowder didn't sign with them, because that would have been bad. Maybe they needed him. Maybe they were banking on Crowder signing with them because of how bad it was going. Didn't he also try to make anti-woke chocolate? He did. I actually saw a trailer for that, but I'm not going to play that one because I don't want to make you guys pull your ears out.
Heard rumor mill that Silver Lake Capital is looking to buy them up. And yo, Silver Lake, you guys might want to watch this video before you think too hard about it, because there's a lot that is not in the public square right now. We're about to get into stuff like canceled credit cards, lying to the press, trying to trick Tim Pool. As far
Ben's
as
going to be fine. He's got his parents' Nepo money. We'll see.
From my sources, even people inside of the Daily Wire only know part of the story, and they're all kind of getting played against each other. It's a whole mess. And the most important part of this mess is that the Daily Wire has a long history of treating their employees like shit. And so I've had numerous sources inside the Daily Wire for quite some time because everyone hates them, even their own people. That's not to mention the numerous sources outside of the Daily Wire that did not take the NDA money on the way out. Like, I had people literally in my comments on Instagram offering to give me dirt on the Daily Wire because they hated the Daily Wire so much. It's out of control. And it all centers around the God King and his fucking massive ego.
And it's like, again, it's very insane. Very fucking insane. Oh, they're being outdone by independent YouTube content creators. They are. Crowder wouldn't say, no, they would not. But here's the thing and again, this guy's going to mention it, but like, not only were they trying to get Crowder, they were trying to, like, chat, we joked that fucking Tim Pool was going to take a deal. I still think that Tim Pool was in talks to take a deal. He might come out and say that he wasn't planning on it, that he wasn't sure of what they were doing. I don't believe him. I mean, I don't believe Tim Pool on a lot of things, but like, I believe they were trying to get Tim Pool and a lot of other things. And so because of that, like, I think that those acquisitions were struggling. We need their content in order to continue moving forward. But like, yeah, I believe that Tim was going to pair with them, and then a lot of people said don't do it. And he's like, probably shouldn't do that. Tim tripped with the Tenet Media thing, but yeah, Daily Wire missed out on Tim Pool. Yes. Although I don't think they would have saved him. And in fact, I think that they would have been at a detriment if they went to the Daily Wire.
And his lifelong desire to be a famous actor and make it in Hollywood, which he failed at originally years and years.
I want to know a source of where this actually comes from. I'll be honest, I believe this, but I would like a source to continue to believe it. If only they had gotten Mizu. Mizu probably would have saved the Daily Wire, hands down.
Years and years ago. And so once the Daily Wire was off the ground, he couldn't help but try to turn the Daily Wire into a Hollywood movie studio and produce the Pendragon series. Note that this article is from 2023, and he said that he had dreamt of bringing this book to the screen for 25 years. It was due to stream exclusively on Daily Wire Plus in 2024. Why didn't that happen? That's a good question. That leads to us talking about all the Daily Wire's employees' credit cards getting frozen, allegedly. Just to first set the stage, though, producing a Hollywood movie is like a huge multi-million dollar undertaking. It is not the same as filming Ben Shapiro talking really fast at liberals. So I've actually been collecting information on this story for quite some time here, and now that it has officially broken in the news, I think my sources are a little safer to talk about this. Because they're portraying it as though Jeremy Boring is willingly stepping back to work on creative projects like the Pendragon cycle, and that he'll remain with the company in an advisory role. My sources are telling me that the Pendragon cycle is being moved off-site and out of the Daily Wire's physical purview because
I guess we'll have to wait and see if how true this is. If it is gone, like if that's all gone, oh boy, chat. How long do you give the Daily Wire? I mean, like, here's the thing. The Daily Wire could be bought up and returned to what it actually was, which is just telling the news. Like, when they did pull around to start making movies and shit, I think a lot of conservatives were happy about it because they were like, oh my gosh, extra content that is not like just the news that I can give to my child. And I do agree that, like, we need unbiased, unpolitical, content like that. But, like, I think it was very weird for some people to see the Daily Wire just, like, make this move. And it was just like, well, do they have the money for it? Well, unfortunately, the answer is no. They don't actually have the money for it.
Boring back in the building right now, apparently. Jeremy Boring was 100% allegedly forced out, not a willing leave.
Allegedly.
And that's because this financial problem has been going on for years. They had recently had to table all projects and do a hiring freeze because there was no money in the bank. Allegedly. All the way back in 2023, Jeremy and Ben Shapiro apparently had to put money into the Daily Wire, their own personal money, to rescue it. That money has not been reimbursed, and it is all gone.
Allegedly.
The Pendragon cycle is over budget by like $50 million or something.
That is okay. You want to talk about that Star Wars TV show, the one that everybody hates, blowing a shit ton of money? Holy fuck, Daily Wire. Oh man, I imagine that Ben Shapiro probably maybe talked about that. I don't know. Are you sure that's unfortunate? Sounds great to me. Fair enough. The fact that they wasted so much money like that, it is just insane. Fucking insane to me. It's insane. Insane.
Allegedly. And at the end of 2024, this problem got so bad that Jeremy Boring apparently started lying to the press to try to drum up interest for a sale. This is when, conveniently, it leaked that Fox News was considering buying the Daily Wire. That was never in the works. That was just to try to drum up interest so that hopefully someone else would rescue their asses. I've heard that the Murdochs actually personally hate Jeremy Boring, allegedly.
If I remember correctly, the Murdochs, which is a family that has a lot of money, they're one of the investors in the Daily Wire, I believe. Don't know if that for sure, don't quote me on that, but I believe that they are one of the investors. Fun fact, it's alleged that in the back end, Candace was tossed because she wanted to renegotiate her contract. Jeremy wasn't having it. I believe that. I mean, like, I don't know what the truth is. We'll probably get it in a couple of years from now. But I believe that. Because she's probably like, hang on a moment. Look at all this money that I'm not getting. And I definitely... Here's the thing. She left after the Crowder shit. So even though we don't like Crowder, Crowder probably saved Candace Owens. Depending on your opinions on her, you might think that he's awesome for that or shitty for that. I'll be honest with you, Candace Owens is a bitch, in my personal opinion, that sucks the nuts of Andrew Tate. And is just a horrible person because of her past, and I don't trust her one bit. But, you know, you might like her, you might hate her. But Crowder might have saved her from the Daily Wire.
Just like pretty much everyone else. Like even Ben Shapiro and Jeremy Boring, it sounds like there's a huge rift between them from what I'm hearing. There's even rumors that I can't confirm quite yet that Ben Shapiro hired his own PR person like months ago. Brett Cooper was basically like their last profitable endeavor right now. I assume they make a little bit off Matt Walsh, but I'm not quite sure and I can't confirm. Their election coverage during the 2024 election absolutely bombed. Sounds like just like...
Now, I will say that you can give Crowder some credit for this as well, because Crowder really did... He really did take traffic with him over to Rumble. And so you could probably blame Crowder for that one. Again, maybe Crowder is a good person for this, in this case, helping to take down the Daily Wire. I think Candace did a good job researching Kamala Harris's heritage. Probably. Has Mizu told you about social autopsy? No, Mizu didn't have to tell me. I knew about it before I met Mizu, because that's how much I dislike a lot of these people. Because back during Gamergate chat, Candace Owens wanted to have a system where you dox people on the internet to stop people from bullying. Candace Owens wanted to dox people that were bullies. That's how bad she used to be. And I don't believe that she's not any less bad. I just believe that now she's conservative. That's the difference now. Funny how Brett's doing better. Oh yeah, Brett's making killings. She's still getting like the same viewership. And so... yeah, Brett left the Daily Wire, and then it was all downhill from there.
Like most Daily Wire products, they dropped a shitload of money into production and did not nearly recoup the costs. So then you remember when Tim Pool was like kind of like rearranging his business and all sorts of weird stuff was happening there? I don't even know if Tim knows this yet directly, but it sounds like the Daily Wire was trying to manipulate him into buying the Daily Wire and trying to present it as super profitable. The rumors I'm hearing is that Jeremy Boring thought Tim Pool would be dumb enough to fall for it, and he was the exact kind of guy they could sell to.
While I think Tim Pool is extremely, not dumb, but not so smart, I don't think Tim Pool would be that dumb. Definitely wouldn't be that dumb. Candace is just Candace is peak grifter. Like, if you believe anything that Candace says, that's the unfortunate part, because she doesn't believe what she says. I don't believe that she's a real Christian. I don't believe that she's actually changed for the better. I believe that it is the new grift for her to change and actually do all this new stuff. I do also think it's possible that she had a coming to God moment, but Candace Owens is not a real person, all right? A lot of these people on the internet are not real people. I'm a real person. You want to know how I'm a real person? Because I dressed up in a fucking clown outfit and talk about retards all day. Okay? But none of these people on the internet are real, because their pasts show that all the same things that they cry against is all bullshit. And again, Candace Owens likes to get on her knees for Andrew Tate. So it's just like, you can't preach Christian conservative values when you've got that as the guy that you're showing as a pillar of excellence. Sorry, but he's not. Thank you very much. So, I don't know. I just don't like her. I don't like her, period. I mean, I don't like any... The only person on the Daily Wire that was okay was Brett Cooper. Because I even started disliking Ben Shapiro after a while. So, Brett Cooper was the only real one. The clown is real, for real, for real.
I heard that they allegedly offered him an all-stock deal, which would be worth fucking shit because their stock is fucking worthless because they're bankrupt, allegedly. So props to him for not taking that deal. That would have been a huge mistake. Because now my sources told me like a month or two ago that the Daily Wire froze all the credit cards of all the Daily Wire producers. And they were like pretending it was a new accounting system trying to cover up what was going on, allegedly. But it sounds like apparently that Jeremy Boring's entire net worth is a smokescreen and that he's trying to renegotiate contracts with people like the Petersons to try to leech as much money out as he can to just keep the books looking balanced. It sounds like
she wants to ban abortion completely. Well, she's a fucking retard then. Chat, listen, I don't think it's out of the ordinary for someone to say that you can be pro-life. I have the rare stance where you can be both pro-life and pro-choice. Like, I believe that you should make the choice. However, there are some consequences where you should probably face repercussions if you do it. Like, if a woman was hurt and becomes pregnant because of somebody else's actions, that's a different story. That's a between you and God kind of thing, but I don't think you should be punished for that. You should get done quickly and fast and not wait until the baby has, like, come to a certain amount of term. If you decide to have a baby and then decide later you don't want one and you're far along, tough luck, have the baby, and then give it away if you don't want the baby. Like, I'm both. Because in reality chat, we are both. There's just streams that people have decided that they want to align themselves with, and that's dumb. But I do not believe in banning all abortion or abortion up to birth. Because I definitely don't believe in that. I just think, again, both sides suck, and that's what you're going to hear from me.
Like Jordan Peterson, Michaela Peterson, their whole team has been really weirded out by this and is not stoked. I haven't talked to them directly, but it doesn't sound like they like him at all. So anyways, rumor is that Silver Lake is one of the primary private equity firms coming in looking to buy them up. And Ken, Mike, Egon, Greg, Joe, you might want to do a little more due diligence about the books before you make that purchase. Looks like your last investment, according to Wikipedia, was in 2022. This would not be a good way to come back onto the scene. That is just my opinion based upon what I'm hearing from the inside. Based on the chatter on the, shall we say, wire, it sounds like there's no money in the bank, so to speak, and they're not making profits.
I am definitely curious. I have not seen responses from the Daily Wire on this. I don't think there is any. I'm very curious to see if and what they say from the Daily Wire when this does come out. I don't know if I doubt Ben Shapiro will say anything. Nobody's going to say anything. Actually, I'm pretty sure Brett Cooper may have said something, and I believe Candace Owens said something. You guys want to hear what they have to say? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We've been going for almost 2 hours here. And I still have to talk about my internet. We'll talk about my internet with some video game stuff. We'll chill with some video games while I talk about my internet. But do you guys want to hear what Brett Cooper at least had to say about it? I'll see if I can find that. And if you guys are interested, I'll press 1 if you want to hear what Brett Cooper has to say about it. Press 2 if not. And I'll let you dictate that.
Difference between revenue and profits, and Jeremy has been doing a lot of finagling over the years to try to make it look really good. And realistically, do we even want the Daily Wire to be saved, like opinion time?
No.
Don't we want to see Matt Walsh break out of the Daily Wire and do his own thing?
No,
and
I don't care about him.
Don't you think you'll do way better on your own?
No.
Than
Listen,
with the Daily Wire?
Matt is a very sad, upset man that can't have fun. He wants to work 20 hours a day, pump out babies, and then die at 57 because of how much he worked himself to death. That's how sucky Matt Walsh is.
At this point, like even Jordan Peterson, who a lot of people's perspectives have changed on over time lately, like even he would get a fresh start if he just got away from this shit mess. This is like enigmatic of the times we're in, where even the alternative media has been bought out by big money and played in the same big studio mindset that is just completely contrary to what the new media revolution is all about. The way Jeremy Boring thought he could just replace Brett Cooper with her producer and act like nothing had ever changed and the same audience would stay there, that is enigmatic of this old way of thinking. That the peasants just want to be entertained and you just put programming on their TV and they're guaranteed to watch it. That is not how it works. People subscribe to stories, they subscribe to people, they subscribe to authenticity, and the Daily Wire is the embodiment of an inauthentic, bad storyline that treats all of its people horribly. And I normally try to avoid breaking stories, but it is literally a colander over there. And there are so many leaks pouring information out of the Daily Wire that I cannot keep this shit out of my inbox if I try. And speaking of inboxes, rumor has it that when the Daily Wire took Brett Cooper's TikTok account, you know, a month or so ago, the rumor is that they were trying to read her DMs because they thought that she had leaked the Brett Cooper story to me directly, despite I had never talked to Brett Cooper at all in my life at that point. That shit made me giggle. Because
that's kind of crazy if true. That's really crazy if true. 6 1s? Okay, thank you.
Shows just how disconnected Jeremy and his people are from reality. Like, bro, if you treat everyone in your company like absolute trash, they're not going to respect you and they're not going to protect you. And when you wrong them over and over and over again, it's inevitably going to wind up on the internet. So let this be a lesson to all of us. The internet is a force that ultimately skews towards authenticity, towards honesty, and towards open discussion. And if your business is modeled on this old way of controlling information, of big money payments, of treating people like property, and of just shitting all over your audience, allegedly, you're not going to last. So anyways, Tell me in the comments who you're most excited about seeing no longer at the Daily Wire, going off on their own. For me, it's Matt Walsh, obviously. I dig Matt a lot, and I can't wait to see him break free of this. Let me know in the comments if you think the Daily Wire should get rescued and revamped, or if you think it's time for them to just be done. And Jeremy, I just want to remind us all, yourself included, pride goes before the fall.
Oh. So.
Dude, the Boeing whistleblower
hold on.
just turned
hold on.
up.
Hold on. Okay. There might be less of a reaction than I was hoping. People are saying I started looking for it. This is all that she said. She probably, I don't know if she actually said anything else here. I'm kind of parsing through some stuff right now. But this is what happened. Jeremy Boring is stepping down, and this is what she said. I should buy the Daily Wire. I'll buy it for like $1. I'll buy it for like $1. But this is what she said. Then she said, genuinely excited to see where Ben and Caleb take the company next. I don't think there's anywhere for them to take the company next. I think the company's just dead. Personally, I think the company's just dead. I don't know. That's really funny. This is a union without forming a union. Someone should force Matt Walsh to watch High School DxD. Matt Walsh is a family man. He's not going to watch any anime. He is allergic to anime, chat. What are you thinking? Excuse me. Sorry, I'm having pizza in the background here. I wanted to finish it. Make Ben into a VTuber? Yeah, that won't happen. That definitely won't happen. Thank you for feeding the Yippee pizza, by the way. Spam the pizza or food. Spam a random food emote to feed the Yippee. Very much appreciated. Excuse me. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know if there's much else that Brett said. If so, chat, if you find something, let me know. I don't think she said much else. She probably can't say much else right now anyway. It's kind of funny. Regardless, it's Daily Wire's falling apart. And I'll be honest with you. It's probably because they didn't have a VTuber in their group. Probably because there's no VTuber, if I'm gonna be honest with you. And I just don't necessarily care. Alligators are not a food. That is not a food. You can't spam alligators. That's not a food. Gator tail. Gator tail. Oh my gosh. Eggplant. Oh, come on, chat. Beer in the food section of the emojis. Foot. Why foot? Oh my goodness. You guys are mean. The Yippee just wanted to eat. I wanted to eat, chat. Why did my pineapple emotes get deleted? They didn't get deleted. I still see them there. Florida would disagree that alligator's not a food. Alligators are a food. I ate one. I don't know if the Yippee would eat that. Here, let me get her up on screen. Give me a moment. Would you eat alligator? Oh, I don't think she wants to eat alligator. I think, chat, we can say that she probably doesn't want to eat alligator. She does not want the alligator. She's gonna hide from the alligator. Tomatoes and pickles. Oh, chat, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. You're hilarious right now. Didn't want to eat oranges, but my mom made me. Just YouTube being Kuso again. I don't know what that means. Here, we're gonna hide you. Does it taste good? Does what taste good? I'm gonna put you down there. There, chat. She's gonna watch you. Make sure that you behave. All right, now, chat. We're done with like all of the big stuff here. If you wanted to, if this is where you want to jump off, totally fine, totally understandable. You have a good night. But now we're just gonna chill. At minimum 20 more minutes. Hopefully longer. Hopefully longer. Hopefully the internet doesn't die at 12. Hopefully. Hopefully. If my stream just randomly dies in like 20 to 30 minutes, it is because of the ISP. So let's start talking about the internet because of that. Chat. Like I said again, the internet might actually be fixed. Might. And I say might because when I talked to the guy, they said there's a chance that it might not be fixed. So, yay. Very, very, very exciting stuff. But let's go ahead and talk about what happened. And while I do, I'm going to be playing in the background. This is the Zoomer screen, by the way, where I can play video games while also talking here, so that you can like have this little background thing while I talk. Is Starlink even worth it? I've talked to some people. I think for what I would need, it would probably be worth it, but it would also be extremely expensive. Also, before I do anything, I need to figure out how to get the new TechRot dudes, because I would like to get the new TechRot dudes. So I am just going to talk. And, excuse me. Akko jinxed it. Is so over. Well, again, if it dies in 20 minutes, we know why. Anyway, I'm going to rewind the clock again, and we're going to talk about this again. It'll be, I'll be brief. And we'll talk. So, let's talk about the internet. The internet's been having some up and downs for the past couple of months, and we really have not been able to figure out why. And so in order to figure that out, we had dudes that came out here, and it took a while to actually figure it out. Hold on a moment. Pick up and bring a virus-riddled PC to the TechRot Coda command. Oh, we need to bring a virus-riddled PC to the TechRot Coda command. I see. So we have to find the thing. Okay. I was figuring out how to start the... There are new nemesis, and I am trying to figure out how to start them because I haven't gotten one yet. We're going to figure it out tonight. I look cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. So anyway, the issue... We've been having multiple issues with the internet randomly cutting out. It is something that everybody knows about. If you've been here for a decent chunk of time, you've definitely seen it. It is not a new thing. It is just a thing that happens. Internet is big gay sometimes. Yes, agreed. Internet is big gay sometimes. And it was off again, on again for a couple of months. And it got to the point after a fire that happened recently where it was unavoidable. And it got worse and worse to the point where I could not do anything on the computer. I could not stream. And so what I did is first time I called Spectrum and asked them to send out somebody to come and fix it. Next day, somebody comes out and says, oh, there's an issue with your internet having too much stuff sent up to you. And because it's unrestricted, it's leading to a degradation in service. Excuse me. And I was like, okay, can you fix it? And they're like, yeah. So they fixed it in my apartment, quote unquote. Well, we figured out that it was not fixed. We figured out very quickly that it was not fixed. And in fact, it ended up getting much worse. And because it ended up getting much worse, I called and asked for another guy to come out. And this time I was like, maybe it could be the modem. I did some information and I learned that occasionally modems can be broken, that they are no longer able to work properly. And I was like, oh, maybe the modem is going through some issues. And so we decided that the second guy was going to come out and fix it by getting a new modem. Nice. The second guy, when he comes out, I tell him about the amazing gameplay. Oh, do you want me to move? I can move. I just did this because I wanted to be the main thing while talking here, but I can move if you guys want me to. Here, give me a moment. I'll spout. Here, we'll change screens here. Oops, wrong screen. Wrong screen. Wrong screen. Wrong screen. There we go. There we go. So second guy comes out. And the second guy tells me that it's probably not the modem, but we replaced the modem anyway. But that it could also be the fact that because there was a fire, there is a chance that the fire could have done some damage to the cables. Are they making me pay for it? No. No. I did not have to pay for this. And so the guy tells me, oh, you need to get maintenance from the building to give me permission to come out. So a third guy was dispatched for the next day to come and take a look at it. That was on like Tuesday. Yeah, that was on Tuesday when the third guy came. Third guy comes. He's like an hour early, which is really nice. Not something I ever expected. Most of the time these guys are late because they have to deal with a lot of stuff. And that's, that's fine. That's okay. It's whatever happens. Where's the subway servers? Well, that's what this was, but you guys want to watch it. So I'll let you guys watch it while we talk here. So third guy comes out. He spends time looking through the lines and he says, you're not the only one that's having problems. Your entire building is having problems. And because of that, I think we need to get a maintenance guy out here to take a look at the whole building. And I was like, thank God we figured out that it's not just me, that it is somebody else. I asked him if it's the cables, and he says that he's pretty sure it's not the cables, because if it was, they would be able to see it, and it would be causing more issues, more than it would be with the what I have right now. Because what I have, I did actually get an answer for what today what the issue is. The issue I am suffering from is a packet loss. And basically a packet loss is when packets of information, which is how, information travels across the internet. They come in little packets here and there. And what happens is when packets don't end up making their way to your system, it ends up like losing signal. You lose information that you don't normally... Nice. It's down, isn't it? Yep, it is down. You end up losing information and losing signal, and it's really bad for your system and setup. So the entire time I have been suffering from intense packet loss due to whatever factor. I'll get to the factor here soon. But the third guy is like, I will call for having maintenance come out to the building. It can either be within a day or a couple of days, but they typically come out sometimes on the same day. Hey, Aku, hello. And I was like, thank you. I deeply appreciate this. If they came out, that would be fantastic. And if they could fix this, that would be fantastic. Cool. So, 3 days pass and nothing happens. I don't get any emails saying that they'd come out. I don't get any information showing me that anything has happened. All I am told is that they will come. I'm also told by the management at my building that Spectrum has called and told them that they are working on the system in the area. So management has told me that they were going to come and work on stuff. Okay, cool. A couple days pass. Nothing happens. I do a test stream, and the test stream fails within the first few minutes. I was like, okay, this is dumb. And I was at that point done with having another Spectrum person come out. Because this would have been the fourth time somebody would have come out. And I was like, I can't believe I have a fourth person potentially coming out here because of an issue that I already know what the issue is. They just need to send the maintenance people out to fix it. However, when I call, I keep saying call, it's more like when I message Spectrum, because Spectrum doesn't let you call them. You have to message on the app, and you only get to call if you complain a lot, which I did. But I message them on the app and say, this is ridiculous. You need to fix this. You need to actually get people out here. I depend on being able to stream for a portion of my income, because at this point, it is a small portion of my income that if I don't have, I can't comfortably pay my bills, period. And you need to fix this. And, hey, we got a thing going. Sweet. Hard drive, Orange Penguin Macros 1999. That is a name. That is funny. Let me see that there. Oh, he looks beautiful. He looks absolutely beautiful. Oh, it comes with a floof as well. Ah, yes, I want him. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, I'm at the wit's end, basically. I'm done. I need them to come and fix this, basically. And it needs to be fixed post-haste. Otherwise, like, you know, I tell them, I was like, if this can't get fixed, I might just have to cancel my, my internet, you know? And they're like, well, we don't really want you to do that. So while I'm on the phone with, or not, again, while I'm talking to a Spectrum individual on the app, I tell them I need to speak to a supervisor because nothing is getting done. And they're a little reluctant, but they're like, okay, I'll get you a supervisor. Excuse me. And this isn't a supervisor for the field. This is a supervisor for the talking on the phone group, because there's multiple different sections of the company. And they're not able to send me to a supervisor that can actually, like, get something done. They can only send me to a supervisor that can tell other supervisors to get something done. And so I start talking to the guy, and I tell him, this is something that's, like, heavily impacting me. I really don't know what to do. I keep asking for people to come out. People say they come out, but they don't actually come out. And I need help, basically. And the guy's very sympathetic. He's like, yeah, this is your 4th technician. I'm kind of surprised that this hasn't gotten done yet. And he says that he's going to send somebody tomorrow, which was today. And in addition to sending somebody, he's also going to send a field supervisor. So somebody that works in the field with technicians. So I was like, okay, thank you. Thank you. Praise be that now, after 3 technicians, and me sending basically my loudest voice to say that you must fix this, that they're sending out somebody. Great. Fantastic. I'm so happy about that. So time comes, you know, the appointment is certain time of day, and they don't show up. Again, this is today. This is today, chat. They don't show up. At the allotted time, they don't show up. And I was like, well, maybe they're just a little late. But I wait till 30 minutes after the hour when they're supposed to show up. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I start to think that maybe I'm just being screwed with, or maybe they're just hoping that I give up. But I'm like, no, that's definitely not happening. So I message support again and say, I was expecting somebody to come out here. Why are they not here? And they tell me, oh, we canceled your appointment because there's an outage in your area. And I'm like, you canceled my appointment. You canceled my appointment because there's an outage in the area. Now, Chad, I should let you know there was no outage in my area. I didn't have an outage whatsoever. All right? I didn't have any issues with my internet. They're like, oh, you're in an outage, so we're not going to send somebody out. We're just going to have them fix the outage. And I'm like, I'm not in an outage. My internet is working just fine. And they're like, oh, you're not? That's weird. I thought it says you're in an outage. I'm like, no, I'm not in an outage right now. I'm currently able to use my computer and my modem and all of my stuff. They're like, is your TV working? I was like, I don't use my TV. So it's inconsequential. They didn't tell you? No, they didn't tell me. All they tell you when an appointment isn't made is that they're running behind. They didn't tell me that my appointment was canceled. That they decided to cancel it, basically. But I tell them, I was like, I'm not in an outage, and you need to send somebody today. I had an appointment scheduled. You need to send somebody today. And they're like, okay, I am going to have you get on the phone with the dispatcher because this is a little weird. And I'm not, this is more than I can really deal, or not deal with, but handle. And I was like, thank God I can talk to somebody on the phone. So I get on a call with the person who's in charge of the dispatch for the technicians. And she's like, yeah, you're not in an outage. You don't know why we canceled this. And they sent out the technician. And I was told that they would get sent out with a supervisor, and the supervisor comes as well. So This is where I learn what the problem is. So when the guy shows up, the technician and the supervisor, they look around, they test the cable, obviously all that stuff. They have to do their normal diagnosing. Stuff that I'm glad that at the very least they still do, even though this is the fourth time in 1 week I've had a Spectrum person come out. You want what's funny? They start charging you after you have that many visits. They aren't charging me because they canceled the appointment to avoid a charge. But apparently if you get too many Spectrum people out, they just start charging you. And I was like, I wouldn't have to do this if you guys just fixed it the first time. Or told me what was wrong the first time. But when the supervisor came out and we talked for a moment, he told me, listen, here's your issue. Your apartment building is not the only building that has this issue right now. Not even your whole apartment complex. The entire quarter-mile block radius of your area. So like the entire block. Not just my complex, but the complex next to me and the complex behind me and the complex to the upper left of me or upper right. I can't remember which way. All of them have major internet issues where the packet loss is substantial. So that filled me with a little bit of hope. Because it's not just me. It's not just my building. It's not even just my complex. It's the entire block that is suffering substantial packet loss. And from what they told me, it was fixed last night. They told me, yeah, they stopped working on it last night. They said it was fixed and that it's done. So like I said, chat, we'll see here in a couple minutes if they stop. We'll see if they're actually done working on it. If my internet dies at 12 o'clock, we'll know why. Because what happens... Here's what happens. Because they work during the night. They don't actually work during the day. It's actually kind of nice to know about that. Because now I know when internet crews will be out and working on the system. They typically work between midnight and 7 a.m. Good to know. Good to know. I wish this was something I knew a long time ago, because that would explain some of my outages. But now I know. And so, whenever midnight rolls around and I lose internet service, it's because they are on the scene, unplugging everything, and then plugging it back in. Because they have to run tests. Probably too many people on an inadequate router. No, it's not that. No. I mean, they didn't tell me specifically what the issue is. And part of the reason why is because the guy I got out there isn't in charge of the maintenance team. He's in charge of the technicians. He's in charge of the guys that come and help you plug in the router and put it on and turn it on. Which is very important, by the way, because some people do actually need help with that. Not me. I need help for the stuff that the technicians can't fix. But from what he told me, he's like, because I'm a supervisor, I've been told that by other supervisors that this area has been encountering some issues for the last couple of weeks. They've sent out maintenance crews every single night to fix it. And it probably is fixed now. He was told that it was fixed now. But there could still be work for the next couple of days. Probably. We don't know for sure. But there is a chance we will still see some intermittent issues during the night. So again, like I said, if the stream dies now, after 12 o'clock, you know why. It's not because my internet sucks. It's because the crews are working on the box actively right now. Or multiple different lines. And what's even funnier is the guy that I talked to doesn't even know like where or what the point of work is. It could be down the street from me. It could be a couple streets down from me. But according to him, and I praise this man. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to dox him. Praise be to this Spectrum supervisor technician man. He told me that it is fixed, quote unquote fixed. Amal, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day today. I finally contracted a boy band that wants to kill me. I'll be honest with you, they look pretty damn hot. Not gonna lie. New avatar? Yes. How did they not know this from the start? Do they not talk to each other? Yes! So, let me explain this to you. This is kind of sad, in my personal opinion. I don't know how information like this just, like, gets avoided really quickly. By the way, I will read super chats here in a moment when I'm done. But the maintenance crews don't tell the technicians the lowdown. Period. They just do their work. And the technicians, they will know that there's an outage, but they will not know why there's an outage, and they will not know the specifics of it. Because again, when I talked to that supervisor, he didn't even know. All he knew is that I was suffering from packet loss from the work that was going on. Excuse me. So I can't be mad at anybody on the lower end. Because the people on the lower end just don't get the information. Period. The guys on the lower, and I'm not saying that to be derogatory. The guys, but like, I mean that just like they are lower down the line in terms of information. The guys lower down the line of information don't get fed this information. All they know is there's an outage in the area and there's nothing they can do to fix it. It is up to the guys above them to fix it. And so when I asked a Spectrum technician what the issue is, they don't know because they don't get told. They just get told that there's an outage and to not interact with it. It's like, oh, okay. So, all right, cool. Appreciate it. So now we're on the other side of that. Again, it's just barely after midnight. We will see if the internet behaves. According to the technician supervisor that I talked to, the internet is no longer like being actively worked on by the maintenance crew right now. They still could be working on it. Unfortunately, I can't get a timetable or a schedule for when they plan to work on it because they already decide to postpone their work until midnight because nobody's awake at this time except for you guys and me. All of my beautiful little people here. You guys are the chads for staying awake with me right now. But because they're so late up in the night, I don't think they felt the need to tell anybody the schedule that they were going to work on because we're an anomaly, quite frankly. So if there is more dead times, it is very possible because of that, and I can't promise really for quite a while that the problems won't persist until literally maybe a month or two from now. First world problem. It is definitely a first world problem. Definitely is a first world problem. And I will be completely honest with you. If I did not stream, this would not be something I complained about ever. All right? I guarantee to you, most of my neighbors don't even know that this is a major issue. And the only reason why I got so animated, reason why I'm so animated in the first place is because of my streaming. Again, it is definitely a first world problem. You can definitely make fun of me for having a first world problem here. I 100% agree that it's a first world problem. But the only reason why I know it exists is because streaming requires a constant, uninterrupted flow of up and down, or mostly just up. If my upflow is interrupted for a minute, the stream is over. Which is why I was able to constantly recognize it. Because here's the thing, when packet loss happens, all the normal person will see is, oh, the website's taking longer to load, or oh, my Netflix show is taking a couple extra seconds to load. Most people will never ever encounter this issue around me Most of them probably don't even know it exists as a real issue. All they know is that it might take longer to load things. That's it. And so, for all intents and purposes, I am the very, very, very loud minority voice screaming because this is an issue. And I have definitely tried, and because I know that, I have tried my best, and I don't think I was the most perfect at it sometimes, in trying not to lash out. I do believe that I did have to apologize to one of the agents on the phone because I just felt like they were constantly walking in circles trying to give me the same answers until I said, listen, I apologize, but I need to talk to somebody higher than you because I just need to. And I did make sure to say, listen, I appreciate you having to deal with this. But it is like a serious thing for me. And the only reason why it is serious is because, again, streaming, while it is not what I live off of, brings in a small amount of income that I use to help offset my bills. It is not helping me save money because I am going to start driving Uber now so that I can start saving money because I would like to save money in case of emergencies. But streaming provides enough income that me not doing it is an option. I cannot not stream. It helps. Again, I deeply appreciate everybody's help, by the way. Your contributions, whether it's liking the stream, subscribing, just watching it in general, is very helpful. But I can't not stream. At the very least, just do my normal streams, because it helps. Even doing the Under the Tea podcast is helpful as well, because the Under the Tea podcast is actually helping me too. Uber ain't gonna help. Actually, I disagree. I drove Uber the other day, and I made almost $200 in 8 hours, which was not what I was expecting. I looked up some videos, I did some research, and I made almost $200. So, my hybrid or electric? I will not say. I will say that I have a tiny car that is that has a big tank of gas and is meant for commuting. I do not have a truck. We help, yes. And I appreciate you guys. No matter what way you decide to contribute, you guys are very precious to me. And I will never, ever, ever let that change. I also will never, beg people to, give me money. I was very close when it came to the Spectrum thing, just saying, hey, guys, if you want to help me get a Spectrum, oh, I was too slow. If you want to help me get a Spectrum, fucking satellite so that I could escape, or not Spectrum, a Starlink satellite so I can escape Spectrum. That would probably be the first time where I say, please contribute. Because I don't want to have to get into that spot where I'm like, guys, please pay me money. Because again, I would much rather go do, I would much rather drive Uber every day after work. And I would quit streaming and drive every day Uber before I did that. Because I could. It was a great way to make cash. I'll be honest with you, if Uber is consistent the way I'm thinking, I could probably quit my actual job and just drive Uber. Because if I make $200 in 8 hours, I make, let's say I make almost $20 an hour at my current job. And I work 10 hours a day. If I can make more than that in 10 hours driving Uber, I will definitely quit my actual job. I'll have to start paying my own taxes a little bit more, but I will definitely quit my job for that. I'm not doing that right now, though. It's just crazy that I got that way. But there's a human Saren. Yes, I will show you, chat. This is human Saren. She is hot as fuck. All right, she is hot as fuck, and you should get the skin. The lighting here does nothing to help out here. She is beautiful, and I will simp for her. I don't simp for many things, but this woman right here is worthy of your simpery. All right, she is hot as fuck. She is definitely the skin I knew a lot of people wanted. My bae is Eleanor. Eleanor is okay, but like Saren is better. Saren, listen, there are multiple reasons why Saren is better. Number one, her tits are just hanging out right there for you. Number two, she's a MILF. All right, she's got that white and purple hair. This woman right here is aged just enough for you to enjoy. All right, she is perfect. Number three, she's got a husband as well. All right, here, you want me to show who? You want me to show the husbando? All right, the big beefy mans. I have to remember where this is. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember. I believe it is over here. Yeah, it is over here. All right, look at this man right here. I mean, here's both of them. Gilf, yes. And then you got Grandpa over here. This is Frost and Saren. Okay? They're fucking hot as hell. I mean, like, you know, if you like guys, like if you're a woman, you like guys, this man right here. All right? This is the guy that will lift you into your arms and then make you a snow cone. Okay? Uber's not always consistent. I had to do Lyft and food delivery at the same time. What's funny is I didn't deliver food once when I was doing Uber the other day. I just did drives. You can actually select preferences now where you select that you don't want to deliver food, which I think is a good idea. Allowing you to select that was nice. They did say my delivery acceptance rate was low, but I don't care. I will not be delivering food. The food delivery, because like I have done Uber in the past when I had my Camry. And food delivery is so low because nobody wants to tip. Sometimes people do. But I noticed that when I did do food delivery, a lot of people didn't tip. Or if they did, they tipped very little. And when you have to take something 20 miles away for $5, that's not worth it. I'm telling you right now. If you do want Uber delivery, you better tip somebody nice. Because otherwise it's going to be a while before you get that food. Because nobody takes Uber delivery orders. People would much rather spend 30 minutes driving somebody 10 miles for $8. I'm just telling you the mindset of a delivery driver, all right? That's how I thought of it. That's how a lot of people see it. Anyway, so yeah, this beefcake of a man, and the restroom and take a break. All we need now is Ember. Oh, maybe the internet is, the internet's got some struggling. It struggled there for a moment. Oh boy. Huh. I kind of figured that might happen. Don't worry. It looks like I added a delay buffer on here. I sounded like Master Roshi. Oh my gosh. The internet people must have unplugged the wire. It had a moment. Yeah, if they had actually unplugged it, it would have been dead. But it does not appear to be the case. Don't worry, we're not unplugged just yet, chat. Don't worry. Tipping culture is hated. Yeah, I know tipping culture is one of those things that non-Americans do not like. Anyway, let me read some of these super chats here because I have neglected them, and I should be reading them. Before I get into anything else, really quickly, want to say many thanks to the Uber Chad Jeff, who donated $40. Quote, Uber runs many risks. It does, but I have read a lot of stuff. Again, I've done a lot of research. I will say that I had family members that used Uber to help pay the bills when they were going through slow times at work, and it did. So I do believe that if you live in the right area, you have the right car, you do the right conditions, you dress right, you clean the car right, it can work. So, I followed all those rules, and for the day that I did driving, I dressed up nice, I cleaned out the car, got a car wash, got water to hand out, and even if nobody took it, I think a lot of people were really happy just at the thought where I was like, here, take some water. It shows a lot. Thank you for the follow. Oh, you're a bot. Never mind, you're not. Thanks for the follow. Anyway, let me read these. You hurt your ride? Don't worry. I treat my ride very well. I treat it very, very well. Let's see here. Fraz, thank you for becoming a member at the beginning of the stream. Very much appreciate that. Jordan Brown for $2. I have no chem lights yet. I must go glow. Thank you. And then Sly Maverick for 15 divided up here. Yippee Internet Fund. Thank you very much. Hopefully the Yippies are able to enjoy that. We had to punish quite a few of them for chewing on the wires. Unironically, we can make the joke. You know what I would like to see? Well, this can be something that the fans can draw. I need a picture of Yippies on the road working on road repair. And then there's just one Yippie covered in wires with one in its mouth. I need to see that. That would be adorable. We could say, like, this is what caused the internet outages. You need to start artistically recording your mileage, fuel intake, and hours. You need to be accounting for potential vehicle maintenance and taxes. Yes, don't worry. I'll be taking care of that, too. Because the research I did, the guy's like, if you record all your stuff right, you should never have to pay taxes on anything you do because of all of the time and money you spend on gas, car washes, and maintenance and stuff. But no, yeah, I'll be making sure to pay attention to that, and I will be driving Uber often. Right now, because streaming is returning to form, hopefully, cross my fingers, I will really only drive Uber when I want to pay for something. Like right now, I might drive it a couple of times next week to help me raise money to pay for something in my personal life that I would like to get. But beyond all that, I don't really see myself driving Uber a whole lot. If streaming can maintain, and I can maintain a consistency, which, you know, for the third month in a row, I think we're maintaining a pretty decent consistency, which really, I'm very grateful for this, by the way. And if I can maintain that, Uber is not really going to be something that I have to do a whole lot. Anyway. By the way, again, Mal, thank you for the raid earlier. I appreciate it. Slide for the 10. Like I said the other night, F Spectrum, the more I hear about them, the less I want to do business with them in the future. I'll listen to the VOD after work tonight. Thank you. You have a good night at work. And then Jeff is not for the 20 Canadian, the larger the system. Thank you. And then Starwind for 10, just because I enjoy your streams. Well, thank you very much. I deeply appreciate that. You guys are very nice, very gracious. I deeply appreciate all of you tonight. You guys are awesome. Very, very awesome. I appreciate all of you. Well, I expected that the stream would probably die when that disconnect happened. It didn't happen. So we're just going to... Hold on a moment. Jeff, thank you for another 20. I deeply appreciate that. Holy cow, you didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. Like Jeff is doing, if you want to donate for instant delivery, you do so through Streamlabs. If you want to do a super chat, that's fine too. Both of them get to me, and both of them get on the screen. Twitch did die. It did die briefly for a moment there, it seems. Is it offline now? It doesn't appear to be now, but I know that Twitch suffers the worst when these cutouts happen. So I am sad about that. Anna Cross, thank you for becoming a member. I deeply appreciate that as well. An Uber member, a Gyat Uber member. Very cool, very fun. Thank you. Thank you. And since you are an Uber member, if you want to join the Minecraft server, only available for Uber members, you can. You just have to join the Discord server and ping me in the Uber chat with your in-game name, and I can add you to the server. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. One of my viewers in Managed Democracy decided to here, I'll show this to you guys. I know Stream for you getting best percent. Yeah, Streamlabs does give me the, because like YouTube will take 30% and then give me the rest. Stream Elements I think only takes like the credit card fee, and then it gives me everything else. Again, I don't mind either way, way you tip. I know the best way, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to beg you to go to Streamlabs because it is way quicker for you to leave a super chat. And I know this because, you know, I know how the kind of culture works. It's a lot easier for you to jump over to making a super chat than it is for you to go to Streamlabs, because Streamlabs requires you to open a link, open another link, and then decide to enter in your credit card information. With super chats, all you got to do is click it right there, and 9 times out of 10, if you're on your phone, your credit card information's already there. So like, I don't like I'm not like hurting to beg people to go to Streamlabs. But if you do, it is very much appreciated as well. Anyway, this is really funny. Chat. We're playing Warframe right now, by the way. We're one of these people right here. Chat. Warframe, a game that is 13 years old. 13 years old. Has more players right now in game than Assassin's Creed has had for their entire lifetime. Okay? This is a little bit of an unfair number to say because this was almost 4 years ago when this happened. But their 24-hour peak is half of Warframe's 24-hour peak. Damn. Is there a better way? 2 steps teams far. YouTube doesn't need my... yeah, Streamlabs is the best way. The only other way is if you want to directly donate to me in PayPal. If you want to directly go to PayPal and then enter in my PayPal email, you can do that too if you really want to. But beyond all that, it would be Streamlabs. But this is hilarious. I'm interested to see if it increases any further. Really interested. So because this is embarrassing. Like, I mean, not to say that Warframe is because comparatively Warframe has a smaller audience. Actually, no, that's wrong. Comparatively, Warframe probably has less press than Assassin's Creed. Warframe probably has less money that they put into their advertising than Assassin's Creed. And guess how many people are playing it right now? Excuse me, this is the right one. That's depressing is what it is. It's depressing because I know Warframe is a 10 out of 10 game. It took 13 years to make it as amazing as it is now with the booba right here just in your face. But Warframe is 10 times the amount of game. And guess what? There might be some woke stuff in it, but it is still fantastic because they don't put it in your face. They put tits in your face. Thank you, Temp. Oh, Temp just sent me a perfect image. This is what... This is an image of a live yippie grabbing the cable that tore down the internet from my block. I still think they'll get to about 80K over the weekend. We'll see. We will see. If they do get to 80K, I will be surprised. I will definitely be surprised. Ugh. I love social media. We get a heads us, you hate us. What? I don't hate you. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't hate you. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. I don't know what the difference between these are. Oh, Avenge! Thank you for the 5. It's kind of sad because I used to be old school fan to the Assassin's Creed since the 360 days. Yeah, I know a lot of people that were really depressed by that. Really depressed by that, and it's just really sad to see it kind of sad to see it fall apart. So, you know, I understand the plight when a game that you kind of like falls by the wayside. Heads up, not sorry. Oh dear. I don't know how I should feel about that. Kind of terrifying me here. But yeah, it really does suck. I mean, like, I know that's how a lot of people feel with Destiny, right? Not Destiny, the content creator, but Destiny, the game. I'm trying to think. My brain is like, and this isn't indicative of games that have actually sucked, but I know that there's a lot of games that people feel have failed them. I mean, the only woke stuff is all in the 1999 portion of Warframe, especially the Grand Mission. I disagree. There's still some stuff that you might consider quote-unquote woke. I don't consider it woke because it's not pushed in your face. One of the robots in the Fortuna system is literally transgender, from what people have said. One of the Warframes is non-binary, even though non-binary is subjective because it's 3 Warframes in one, which, in my personal opinion, is probably one of the very few applicable times for non-binary to work, because it's a 3 in 1. If there were 3 people in my head, yeah, I'd probably be non-binary. But like, it's very obvious that Warframe has more left-leaning themes in this game, but I am okay with it. You want to know why? Because it's not in my face. Do I know that Entrati and his right-hand man were very gay for each other? Yes. Do I care? No, because they did it okay, and I don't care if they're very gay for each other. Bro's not trans, legs lost his arms. No, not legs. Ticker? No, not Ticker. The gay sounding one. That doesn't really help, I imagine. Yasuke doesn't exist in the iteration in the game. It's just a huge black man smashes your I shouldn't finish that sentence. Holy cow. Oh, I forgot that she makes noises too. She makes snide comments. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure it's Ticker. It's the one that where you trade all of the debt bonds to. You mean Stalker or Lloyd? Stalker can't be gay. He's literally married to another Warframe. You got it right. It is Ticker. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Ticker's the one that people say is trans. Which I would need to see the proof for that, because in a game where all of the robots are slaves, I don't know where you fit in the story that Ticker is trans. All I know is that Ticker is very flamboyant and possibly gay, but other than that, I don't know where they fit in the story that Ticker is somehow transgender. Is this one mine? No. It's not, but these are really cool. Reminds me of the SMT5 meme for the MC that goes, I go by them, not because I'm trans, but because I'm 2 people in the same body. I don't think I've heard of that before. Fun fact, by the way, chat. Actually, no, I need to ruminate on that thought a little bit more. Let me think first. But yeah, this is the new Nemesis fight here. You got 2 of them instead of 1. I kind of like that. What are the player numbers from Yasuke Simulator? I don't know. I need to rank up Ceto and then Saren so that I can finish both of them up. I want to make Ceto Prime good for Saren, because the build I have right now, it's okay, but I want to make a good Saren and Ceto Prime thing. Awesome. Can't be trans. He's just sounds like he came home after being a cowboy all his life. Again, that's what people have told me, and I've kind of just carried that without questioning it. But if people can actually prove a good reason for that to be in the story, whatever. Otherwise, I just don't believe it. I mean, here's the thing. Even without that, there's a lot of gay representation in the game that I don't care. Some of it is just okay, whatever. Some of it can feel kind of forced, but the Lloyd and Entrati thing just doesn't feel forced at all. It feels like it just feels like Entrati was not a normal guy, married a woman, broke her heart, and then ran away. The existence of LGBTQ characters isn't woke. What is woke is when they put the pulling a barb. A what? A barb. I've not heard that one before. Oh my gosh, Simba. You're right behind the wall. Oh my gosh, a greater Naramon lens. Yippee. They're just playing the music. I love that. Being gay isn't an accident. Abandon that cowboy isn't pride. What? Look at these bloobs. They're adorable. They're adorable. Sly, thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. We're at 10 out of 15. Yeah. 5 more super chats and we'll extend the show by an extra hour. I was going to end in about 30 minutes, but if we meet the super chat goal, we'll go for another hour after that. Provided the internet stays stable, obviously. Pulling a barb is from the new... Oh, that's right. That's right, that's right. Chat, you forget I don't pay attention to Dragon Age because it was a shitty game. Sly, thank you for another 2. I appreciate that. Just check for Stitch and Giggles. Veilguard is sub 3K in the last 24 hours. Man, that's depressing. Oh, depressing for them. I don't really give a shit. So this is the new defense mission, I believe. Sly, thank you for another 2. I appreciate that. So this is the new guy. You know what's funny is some people say that this is another non-binary character. I'm going to tell you right now. This is not a non-binary character. This is a raging rock-hard man and his guitar that is like a haunted or some shit. This is not a non-binary man. If people tell me that, they're wrong. Sly, thank you for another 2. Thank you, thank you. Just 3 more, or excuse me, not 3. 2 more, and we've met the goal. Yeah, this is the man we're protecting it while he rocks out. I kind of like the guitar. I think the guitar has like a cursed spirit in it. Am I gonna sing off key for you? No, I promise I won't. David Bowie. Yeah, I feel like they kind of based him off of David Bowie. Looks pretty cool though. Hey, for another 2. Sly, I appreciate it. It's probably the drag haircut. No, that's just a rocker haircut. Freddie Mercury was more man than me. One of the straightest men alive. You know, he could be married to his guitar.
Execution complete.
Oh, she sounds so hot when she kills things. Excuse me. Tell that to D.E. Jonathan, who said they're non-binary and he likes Moi Calliope. Again, I would have to see the reason for him to be non-binary. I don't see it. If this is non-binary, holy fuck, David Bowie is like, we gotta talk about David Bowie, I guess. Thank you, Sly, for the 5 shits and giggles. Ha ha ha. Thank you very much. And that is the goal met. Very much appreciated tonight. Very, very much love. All right. Provided the internet does not die, we will go for another hour and a half. We will chill for another hour and a half, chat. Now is the time if there is something you want me to talk about tonight that that you want, I will take any and all topics unrestricted. Oh, now we have to fight the Screamer. Oh boy. Oh, I think he's dead already. By the way, one of the biggest changes they made to defense is instead of having 5 rounds of defense, it's only 3 now. Which, I'm kind of okay with. Means more defense will get done. Personally okay with this change, not gonna lie. Aceto Prime is maxed out. That's good. Can form it when we get back. I need to start using her abilities. I am very bad at using her abilities. I guess the only problem is when all the enemies die, you can't really. Are defense missions only on 3s? Yes, defense missions are 3s now, not 5s. See? Isn't that cool? Yeah, so the guitar is like alive. People are so lazy. I think they just reduced it. I'll be honest, I don't know why they reduced it. I'm okay with it, but I see that it's been reduced. My Saren is made for cheesing Steel Path. I'll be honest with you, I need a good Saren build. So if somebody wants to send me a good one, very much appreciate. Did they watch Sonic Underground? No. I'm hot. Thank you. The Council of LGB recognizes you, but you denies you the rank of non-binary. Oh, it's over there. Based. I fucking love this woman. I put Garuda's ability instead of Molt. Isn't Molt the one in... Yeah, it's that one. You know what? I'll take a look at that.
Shut down this shameful insolence at once.
See, now the waves just pushed on faster and you can just do more. It's kind of helpful. I will say, it's kind of helpful for people that want to get the rewards that are only available on round 3 onwards. Very useful. You find nothing from JFK, RFK, MLK, and Epstein list. They're probably already destroyed files. George Carlin, it's a pretty big party and we ain't in it. Probably. Probably. There is still some interesting stuff to glean from JFK stuff. Like confirmation of stuff. But other than that, like, I don't know what people are expecting to see from them. I don't know. Excuse me. My apologies.
Enough of this. Ready? A screamer.
Another screamer. And the thing is dead. Option for both. What do you mean? Is there an option for both? What are you talking about? Oh. He's dying again. Lovely. There was another one. It seems to be back again, but now we're delayed 17 seconds. That's a lot of time to be delayed, I'll be honest with you. I will tell you what, if it continues to do that, I will I will wait to do the extra hour till tomorrow. We'll do the extra hour tomorrow. If we need to. I don't want to, but if I need to, we will. Jeff, thank you for the 5 Canadian. JFK files confirmed. You're biased, damn Mennonites. Yeah, if we have issues with the internet, we'll again, we're having thankfully a lot less packet loss. But if it continues, like if it just outright dies, I'll carry over the time for the extra hour till tomorrow. I don't want to do that, but I will if I need to. I will be right back. I'll let you stare at Saren tits while I go grab something. Yeah, it's definitely still struggling. It's kind of going up and down. What's awesome is I've been able to go back up to 4,500 Mbps or kbps, which means that there's definitely an improvement because before I couldn't do that. But if it continues to go down, we'll just do the extra hour tomorrow. I don't want to do that again, but we'll continue moving on until. We're just gonna hope that there's no more issues. Okay. We'll do that. Oh, before we start. Shit, I can't exit that. I need to remove this. I want to replace that with, what was that? Just headshot? Yeah. I want to remove this for... Yeah. That gives me corrosive. Yeah, that works. Hi, Mom. Hello, Dama. Welcome. Well, you know what we need to do? This is why you want glaive, by the way. Tam, take note. This is why you want to have glaive with Saren. Because glaive can do toxin damage and spread her spores. And if you use her contagion cloud... Yeah. Yeah, damage is twice as strong for melee kills. This is stupid. In fact... Oh, man, I kind of need that. Alright, we're going to take that off. And put that on instead. That's super duper useful. Super duper useful. I almost finished the Revenant quest. That's the one I still haven't done yet. Oh, right. I already started something. If I had a more powerful computer, I would finally prime farm with all 90 relics. All fair. Fair. This is really, by the way, I really like the motorbikes. One of the best additions to this game, and you can summon them at any level where you're not flying. Oh! Yeah, I destroyed it! Fuck yeah. Okay, so, again. This thing can do toxin damage. Super duper useful. This is a primer weapon right here. Start killing shit. Fantastic. I have to thank Duviri for giving me my last Revenant part. I really should do that.
That's it, Kalimos. Good girl. Now, we are not going to let any harm come to that precious feline, are we? Glands. Reeking, saturated with hormones and a sure sign.
Hoyako, hello. How's it going? It's been a bit. Probably. Has it been so long that you haven't seen the new model yet? I'm sure that must have been a shock. I apologize, but by the same token, I hope you enjoy it.
Whoever they are, they have no clue who they're dealing with.
Oh. That one's mine, I believe. Yeah, that one's mine. Orange Penguin.
Beats me. That's what you get.
Where is he?
It hurts. You must protect her or she cannot help you.
Ow. I'm pretty sure this is mine. Oh, that's interesting. It tells me... Wait, did I get that one right?
What's a .exe?
I don't know. New model looks good. Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of people seem to like it, so I'm glad you do.
You'll run out of ammo long before I run out of spores.
Oh, that sounds hot. Ma'am, I really don't want to know where your spores come from.
Drop them.
Oh. She even sounds sexy, too.
Our faithful Kabat has roused the prey. Bring it down and drain it.
Looks like it works on any percent. Yeah.
On the move. It mustn't escape or we'll never find it again. And this mission will be a failure.
Oh, am I? Is it all the way down there? It is.
Harvest it.
Damn you, my in-game, my Sarah and Cedo builds. My Cedo isn't done yet. So base will work. Okay.
Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next Legasite. Remember, the tech
Go, kitty, go.
quickly, and your next battle will be harder still.
Ugh.
So we reclaim what the tech.
Oh, that was 2 million damage right there. Oh, are they wanting to leave? Yeah, they want to leave. Lovely.
Another Legasite has finished gestating. Kalimos has the scent. Tech rot ferroglands. Grab them and take them to Kalimos.
I can't wait for Human Ember. Did they say that they were going to do a Human Ember? That would be nice. excuse me.
Formidable outfit. Do you think you can do more next time?
All right, let's put a new move. Oh, she looks so hot though. Message is not going through. Not sure. All right. What was it? Not Banshee. Hold on, I forgot what the name was. Garuda. Really? This is the one you put on it? Kill an enemy on an altar of talons and siphon health for Garuda and allies. Really? Okay. They should do the main 8 Warframes. They probably won't do that though. Just, I'll be honest with you. Okay, that's kind of funny to watch. She doesn't appear to be fazed by it though. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's feed Hungry Bob. Oh, Hungry Bob got an upgrade. Hungry Bob got like a big upgrade. Holy cow. I hope you enjoy, Mr. Bob. I don't have a main frame. I use Limbo, then as a prime, free Octavia, then Umbra. I don't have a main either. I just, whatever I feel like using, and then I switch it up. I'm switching to Saren because of the skin, honestly. I am not afraid to say that I switch up skins based off of how... I switch up based off how hot they are. Which one am I missing? Overextended? No, the Venom one. Oh. That's very nice of you, Tempo, though. Regenerative molt. I'm sorry, I'm keeping Contagion Cloud in. Why didn't it configure? What the fuck? Huh. Okay. I forgot Caliban. Caliban is actually kind of good right now so far. Wait, is this your setup? Can't be. The fuck? I am so confused why it's not like applying it to the thing. That is not the setup game. What the hell? Savvy in hell. I don't have molts anymore? No, I don't. Oops. Charge, shell, and point blank. Toxic, shotgun, and primed ravage. What was this one? Ravage. I'm 1 off. 1 off. That's hilarious. Well, and then what am I missing here? Acceleration. Okay. Oh, I can just hold... What? Did they just add that? I can just do it right here? What? Broski, that's amazing! That can't be new. I can just do it right there! T800 Terminator, thank you for the 10. Love the stream, Salt. This can make you feel better with your internet issue. Also, Clussy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It does help me feel better, yes. What does Mersh say? There's only 2 things that help me out in life, and one of the is beer and money. Although I don't drink beer, so it'd just be money. Hold on, I already have a maxed out Mersh list. I don't need to do that. Middle click counts as a beam. Okay, thank you. Maybe my friend would spend hours on Warframe just theory crafting builds with a goal to make everything trivial. Our builds were absolutely bonkers. Yeah, it is nice to do that. By the way, I haven't colored this at all. No, not that. Here, we're gonna... Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Fusing at modding has been a thing for a while now. I must have just not known about that then, because I swear I've never seen that before. Jeez, that's how bad I am. Money, maybe money is the route to happiness. I don't think it's the route to happiness, but it does definitely help sometimes. It helps you not feel less stressful about things, I'll say. He banned my friend because of a loot build he made, and they said he was cheating. Interesting.
I run Amir's fancy little comp side project to force the hill scrubbers to the surface. Next, I need you to keep them clean and for as long as you can. Got it?
Shall I unleash the spores?
Oh, this goes way faster now. That's pretty. Is added back in 1999. Okay, well then it's not that new. I just didn't pay attention back in 1999 when it was released. Okay, that's an okay ability, but like I can only see that working when I'm doing defense missions.
Tracking up tech rod and you're bound to find a few Spore X charges. Perfect for emergencies.
These fools are just begging for an infection.
Oh, careful, ma'am.
I need 20 cc's of fix your damn shit.
Okay, chat. Here's a question for you. Would you let this woman give you cyber AIDS to have sex with her? Alright? You get to have sex with Saren, but she gives you cyber AIDS. It's not regular AIDS, but it's cyber AIDS. Would you do it? Or would it not be worth it? I must know what you think right now.
Hell scrubbers are starting to emerge. I gotta hand it to the little guy. He knows how to talk to the appliances.
I'm about to pass out. It's 1 a.m. Alright, you have a good night then.
We're under attack.
Yes. I was expecting you to say no, Temp. I'm surprised.
Send me a challenge.
Oh, I'm dead. I really need to work on survivability here. My one problem with Saren. It would give me the in-game aids. Rowan, thank you for the 10. Yes. Good. Thank you for your answer. I appreciate that. The cyber aids.
Target down.
The dreaded cyber aids. Oh, our thing is going to start decaying if we don't give more people the cyber aids. Because as we're talking right now, I'm just going around. 6 people are infected with... Oh, you can't see it. We're going to say that a bajillion people have cyber aids right now. Oh, this is one of my favorite new rooms, room tiles. Oh, yes. Look at all of that cyber aids. Describe the cyber aids. Your dick becomes a USB dongle that you can put inside a computer.
Check 5s and 20s.
You know, I kind of regretted saying that after it came out of my mouth. We'll just say that it's a gruesome form of AIDS. Although it is probably still preferential to regular AIDS. Look at the damage go! Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Mom scream.
Appreciate it.
I still hate that YouTube's emotes don't display properly like that. I wish there was a way to fix it. Unfortunately, there really isn't. Only YouTube's native emotes will display properly. Actually, no, those don't even display properly. Came out of the Klesiako's mouth. I would expect weird stuff. Fair enough.
Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff you might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Marking extraction.
Oh, yeah, excuse me.
But only if you need it.
Oh, I'm stuck. Goodness, I'm taking heat. Holy fuck, the infection thing is still on.
Oh, hey, welcome to the find out phase.
I think everybody's leaving. Yeah, everybody's jumping out. Ooh, excuse me. That USB slot about to receive 1 terabyte of data. Oh boy. You know what that does? That does bring up an interesting question. How much data? I'm sorry. This is only something that you can think of if you have a dirty mind. How much data do you think seminal fluid can carry on it? Like,
Contamination is total. There's no saving it now. Get out while you can.
oh, excuse me. Like, how much data do you think that it would carry? Oh man.
They send us more cannon fodder.
EP, just a little bit. But you guys paid for it, so I'm giving you an extra hour. I'll look it up. Awesome, thank you. Wasn't this study already done? Probably.
Coming up next. Now, just in case some of you ain't doing all this out of the...
Over 16 terabytes. No way. There's no way one shoot of semen can give you that much data. Pretty sure there's an actual study for it. You're joking. If we want to be technical, a single cell has more. All databases of Earth content. Oh my gosh, there's actually a study. One sperm contains 3.3 billion base pairs stored in DNA. Each base pair is 2 bits of data for a total of 787 megabytes of data per sperm, somewhere around 280 million sperm per ejaculation. That means a single load contains about 220,000 terabytes of data. Now that's some fast. That's some fast travel information. That's some fast information travel, chat. Oh, excuse me. That's fantastic. That is, yeah. I was wrong. A full load consisting of multiple cells, of course, is around 15.8 terabytes. I guess the next time I just want faster internet, I just need to hook up a penis to the internet. Here's the breakdown. Sperm DNA, a single sperm cell carries 37.5 megabytes of data information. The sperm count and average ejaculation contains hundreds of millions of sperm. Data transfer, this translates to a data transfer of roughly 1,500 terabytes in a single ejaculation. In comparison, this is equivalent to amount of data held on 7,500 laptops. Now that's an upload speed. Indeed it is. Granted, it does take a while for that upload speed to start. Depending on the person, it could take anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes. So you do get instant upload, but it takes 20 minutes to get there. So, good gravy. That's no, that's how you get slower internet. This is true. This is true. This is very true. That would definitely, you want to DDoS the internet, you just shoot a whole bunch of semen into it. Oh, hello, tape. I guess that's one way of doing it, you know? Oh, fuck. Let's see. Defend both mirror defense objectives 3 times in a single mission. You know what? Let's jump away from Holovania. We'll do... Oh, right. Barrow's here. Okay. Excuse me. 15 terabytes is too much data transfer. What's the max amount of data transfer that the internet can do? You got a jacket in old school? Yeah. Like, what is the fastest travel speeds that are currently available? I know that gigabytes are, yeah, gigabytes of speeds are available. But what's the fastest? I don't think I have anything for this man. This man, excuse me. I kind of want that, though. Alright. I'll never look at Mega Man BN after this. Yeah, I kind of want this.
Next time I'll have something you'll want. I'm sure of it.
Whatever NASA has. Oh, yeah. Do I even have Lavos done? I don't. Interesting. I thought I did have Lavos done. Now that I have this, I can just get rid of the regular for the Prime version. Very stimulating, interesting conversation, chat. And it only happens right after the funny stuff for the night. So I'll make sure to tell everybody. I'll make sure to tell everybody what we've learned tonight, chat. Oh, he's like a retard too. That's funny. Okay. So. Be careful of doing it with the internet. You would either because the 10th guide to marry Miku or the first person to experience me side IRL. Oh, that's not why I would do it. How do I get more? I'm gonna have to like get more of these.
They did. Why don't they just put the letters on this thing in like an ABC order?
Oh my goodness.
No sense.
That's hilarious. No, wait, we are doing mirror defense. Yeah, I'm getting tired. He grew up on Mac OS. Oh, goodness. We'll go till, oh, right, we also have this, too. Is that new? That must be new. Rhino Dex. I don't think I have a Dex doggle. But I will now. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Is Johnny Somali like running around and naked in public again? He did. Well, not really. He ran around in his boxers. See, Chad, I never covered Johnny Somali because there was just too much information for me to care about by the time I got to him. So I never covered him. But this man is such a menace to society. I can't wait till he gets arrested permanently. I'm put in jail for a couple years. It might not be your normal content, but I thought you might be interested in this week's Star Sector rabbit hole. I've never, like, paid attention to Star Sector, so you might have to explain it to me. He did before? Actually, I'll take that back. I don't know if he's done it previously, but he's decided to ramp up his insanity, which makes me wonder if there is something mentally unwell about him. How is he in public? He should be in jail. Because he's not been put in jail yet, I guess. I think that his charges were read, but he hasn't been like he has not been sentenced. If that makes sense. Excuse me. I don't know why this wave of tire just washed over me. I think I'm just fucking done. I'm fucking done with the everything that's gone on. Whoa! I forgot that existed, honestly. Leave message because I thought it was too off topic. It's fine, it's fine. I never played Star Sector, so I can't give you, I don't think I could give you accurate commentary.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another
Yeah.
successful mission. Find extraction.
I sound tired. Is it the weekend? Yeah, no. I have to go to work tomorrow. I already had my weekend. It was Thursday and Friday. He's a streamer. Of course he's mentally unwell. I would feel, I should feel offended, but, you know, I'm a streamer too. And technically I am mentally unwell. Fuck. What did Star Sector do? Let's see. Last year, a mod author for a game called Star Sector. Oh. Last year, a mod for Star Sector, for a mod author for a game called Star Sector was caught putting malware into other people's mods that broke saves if it detected a player had a not safe for work mod. Oh, that's funny. And a few days ago, Ironclad posted a video where he talked about how most of the big mod authors tried to get him canceled over a 1.5 second clip in a 40-minute video. The reason was that he made a joke they assumed was in defense of not safe for work mod from last year. Okay. Might be the opposite. You've been so stressed due to the internet breaking that with it fixed, you feel the relief and stress is at least calmed. That's probably a good chunk of it. Yeah, I just feel... I am feeling a little bit exhausted now. Like, it's not fixed, but it's to the point where holy fuck, it's back to normal at the very least. Oh fuck. Ugh. Sorry, you have to go to work? I mean, that's the schedule that I chose. And I did tell my boss I would go for the days that they need help with the most. Which... which does help. I still need to defeat that boss in true hard mode. Sleep stream. Oh fuck, I wish. I wish. I apologize. My commentary is going down a little bit. I apologize about that.
What did you expect? Mercy?
Anyway. Oh, I don't have to get up early? Oh, no. I get up at 9:30. I get up at 9:30 and work starts at 10:15. It's enough time for me to get up, get dressed, eat, and go to work. Ugh. That gives me almost 8 hours of sleep if I go to bed at 2. Which is when I'm going to be done streaming. In about 30 minutes. So I'll end stream, brush my teeth, and then go to bed. Get about 7.5 hours of sleep. It's pretty damn good. Most of my days when I lived in Texas, I didn't get that much sleep. Because I wasn't prioritizing my health. But now... I feel like I'm doing a better job. Ever since I moved away from Texas. It's been more expensive, but it's been better. Can get about a full night. Yeah, most adults my age require 6 to 8 hours. And I'm glad to say that I pretty much meet that. When I was in Texas near the end, I was getting 2 to 4 hours.
Trouble on Venus. Get through that void tunnel.
They send us more cannon fodder.
I haven't sat in a while, but I appreciate you guys.
Are you kidding me? Send me a challenge.
Oh, goodness. You guys are my rock.
Do you know the story of Belden
Oops.
and Rania?
Shit.
Lovers whose guardian Warframe tried to save them by encasing them in her crystal. It is their remains and the connection forged between them that you are protecting.
Ugh. I apologize, I'm very low animated right now. Oh, let me stretch a little bit, that could help. Is dangerous after a while? Yeah. Alright, I forgot that my stream is like 20 seconds behind. I forgot because of the, I set up a time delay to where it pauses and just plays. That way you don't miss anything. It adds a delay. Holy fuck. Oh. I think that makes the experience better. I think. Why so little sleep when I was in Texas? Because I worked 12 hours a day. Then I came home and streamed for 3 to 4 hours.
These fools are just begging for an infection.
And you have to factor in, it was like an hour and a half to get to and from work. Combined. 12 hours of work. And then, streaming for 3 to 4 hours. So. Don't worry. I shifted it up better now. I stream an hour earlier now than I used to. Oh, that helps quite a lot. That way I'm not I can still stream till 2 a.m. Stream a little bit longer. When did I eat? When I could sneak it in at work. And when we had work, lunch break. Ugh, I remember at that job. I definitely hated it. It's far enough away from that job I can say I hated it. It was a very well-paying job. I got paid like $1,000 a week, but I hated it. Supervisors hated me because I didn't speak Spanish. And all the long work hours. You know what sucks? There were people that during the middle of their shift during lunch break, they would go sleep in their car for an extra 30 minutes of sleep. They started hampering down on people sleeping in their cars. So if you slept in your car, they could just fire you. And like sometimes people depended on those 30 minutes of sleep. But they changed it. I'm glad I didn't stay with that job. It was again, it paid a lot of money to just stand around and do what I did. But it really tore me down. Like I agree with working long, hard, grueling work. But I couldn't do it. I would much rather do Amazon shifts every single day. So at least there with Amazon, I can control my work a little bit better. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. Is your break nap in the break room? Nope, you get written up for it. It's at home. Get written up. Like I said, I hated that place so much.
Remember my face while yours is melting off.
Holy fuck. Oh man, I apologize. Oh. Oh.
Target dead. Find me another.
Why would they care if people sleep? There's probably some reason I can't remember now. That was something 6 months ago I could answer. But I've forgotten most of my time working there because of how little sleep I got and just the people that were there. Oh. Chat. I am such a pussy. Would you mind if I, like, take the 15 or so minutes from... We'll make it 20. That I don't finish tonight, and can I add it on to tomorrow? Because I'm, like, about to pass out here. Oh. Like, beat. Proper beat. Oh.
That's what you get.
Sounds good. Like, I just feel bad because I got no topics to talk about. And technically this is a podcast. I mean, the first hour and a half to 2 hours was. I think, oh. That was definitely contact, alright. Ooh, excuse me. I will finish this round.
Over so fast.
That account's name is Femboys.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back.
Okay.
Time to get out of here.
Okay. Like I said, I appreciate you guys. Oh gosh. Saren's maxed. Sweet. I will be back tomorrow with different stuff. We'll see. Don't really know. Obviously, stuff comes out during the day. But for now, I am. I'm out of here. I'll be honest with you, my brain is gone. Oh, Kretosis is live. Well, I know where I'm sending you. Sweet. Okay. I love you guys. Peace and love. I'll be back tomorrow. Take a great nap. Oh, I'm going to bed. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to fucking love going to bed. My bed looks so nice right now. And I can't wait. Anyway. You guys have a good night. I will see you tomorrow.